making consistent cash flow. When I started selling, it was difficult for me to make consistent cash flow. The reason was simple. I sold without understanding these 5 things I want to share with you. It wasn't like I wasn't selling. Maybe I sell, let's give an example of, I didn't start by selling real estate. But I want to use real estate as example in case selling real estate. But I want to use real estate as example in case you are here, you are a realtor. So you sell today, and you make commission of, say, 2 million naira, 1.5 million, 500,000. And the next time you're making money is another 9 months. That's not consistent. You are selling, but you are not making cash flow consistently. And as a realtor, as a salesperson, you must see what you are doing as business. Until you see it as a business in itself, you may not be committed to ensuring that cash flow is consistent. If it's a business, it means the business pays bills every month, right? It pays rent, it pays salaries, it pays all other bills. So it means any month that you are not selling, you are putting the business at a risk. Or even if you make a huge sales, and you say, okay, this sales, the volume I've made will be like a runway for the business. But how much runway can you have when the cash flow is not consistent? So I sold, but I did not enjoy consistent cash flow until I understood these principles. Just 5 of them. I'll run through it quickly, and I know by the time other speakers start coming, they will blow your mind. But for me, these 5 things helped me with consistent cash flow. And the first one is product. Product knowledge. Having a good understanding of the product that you are selling. I see so many people in sales today that only desires to earn big, but they have not invested time to understand the product they are selling. You should be a master at your craft. Nobody should know your product more than you know it. Any product you are interested in selling as a salesperson, you must invest time and resources to understand the product. I've seen people go to market out there, and the person you are selling to starts lecturing you about your product. It has happened to most of us when you are just starting, so there's no point. You are selling to somebody, and that person started lecturing you, telling you, actually, this is what it is. And some of us are so fortunate. The person will still buy from you. Yeah. The person knows that he knows this product better than you. So for such people, they are not buying because of what you said. It's just like opportunity and preparation meeting together. The person already researched and was interested in buying the product, but you showed up at the right time. So even what was announced, oh, it's maybe an apartment building that are being sold in somewhere in Lekki or Ikeja or somewhere in Badagry, or landed properties. Of course, that's a product you are taking to the market. But as a realtor, as somebody that is into selling, you must have a clear picture of what is happening in the industry. There are basic insights that you should follow. There are basic information that will help you by the time you are selling that product. The reason why someone can sell a product worth 50 million naira with ease, and another person is struggling to sell a 2 million naira product in real estate, is this knowledge gap. The person selling 50 million has enough information. I'm talking about 2 people with the same skill set, they are in the same network, no one is more privileged than the other, right? But one person can sell 50 million naira worth of real estate. The other is struggling to sell 2 million. The person that sells better understands the product better, has a clear picture of the industry, knows the market. And once you understand your product very well, it helps you to know the audience you should be selling to. So many of us, we invest time in marketing effort, in sales effort, but we have been busy selling to the wrong set of people. So it's now looking like, oh, I've invested so much time, so much energy, but I'm getting so little result. It's simple. You didn't capture your audience correctly, because in the first place, you don't have clear understanding of your product. It's not everybody that will buy from you. It's not everybody that can buy from you. So once you understand this, you want to tailor your research towards the people that will buy and the people that can't buy. There are people that can buy that may not buy now, but they have the capacity to buy. So you can keep following up. You can do more, knowing that someday, sometimes, something will click and they will buy from you. But there are people that can never buy from you based on the level they are, or some information available to you on the ground of research you have done. When we talk about product too, you must love your product. Don't sell any product you don't love. It will show in your carriage and the way you present it to people. Don't just sell it because of money. Love the product. For example, if you are a realtor here, you must understand the miracle that land and properties can perform in people's life. How we can transform people's life. And because of that, you fall in love with this instrument of wealth creation, which is land or properties. Because over the years, we have studied from generation to generation how that this aspect of wealth creation has remained consistent. Even from the days of Bible, when people fight, they fight over territories. They want to take land. Most of the wealth that has been successfully transferred from generation to generation are wealth that were transferred through real estate. I still went to inspect the property. A friend of mine in Canada inherited the property from his grandfather. And the property is just at the foot of the Thorn Mainland Bridge. Value of the land alone is not less than 300 million. And he said he would want me to help him build on it, more like a joint venture. That this old man that left property for him that wasn't born, right? He wants to immortalize the man. And said, all I need from this JV is, just help me write the man's name at the top of the building to immortalize him. For him to have thought of acquiring this property, he was just a railway worker many years ago. While other colleagues of his got money from railway and did all kind of rubbish, he was busy buying land, not just for his children, but for also his grandchildren. So you see a whole street having like 4 or 5 plots, very expensive plots of land. So he has, the younger sister has. That's how powerful real estate is. A vehicle of wealth creation, wealth transfer. Not just for prosperity, but also for what? Posterity. So when you have this understanding, you will fall in love with what you are selling. And it will show. So it won't be just that you are selling because you want to earn commission. No. It will be obvious that you are selling because you love this product. When people talk rubbish about the product, you defend it. Have you seen on social media the way people defend their celebrities? They call themselves fans of different fans. So for those of us that follow Davido, what's the name of their fans? 30 BG. For those following Wizkid, you said? Wizkid FC. And that's how you have them everywhere. If you want to look for trouble, say something negative about Davido. And you will see the fans, the way they will rise up against you. Davido does not know that they exist. Wizkid does not know their father. But they will fight you because of Wizkid. That's the way you should protect your product. That's the way you should love your product. You don't want to stand anywhere that they are saying rubbish about your product. The love of your product will make you stay committed, always looking for better ways to improve on that product. The love of your product will make you speak value to that product all of the time. So that's the starting point if you want consistent cash flow. Because you see, your mind will always be on how much you need to know this product. Because the more you know the product, the easier it is for you to sell. Number 2 thing is planning. Number 2, planning. Planning. I'll take you back. Remember, I told you as a salesperson, see yourself as a businessman. See that sales venture as a business. Now, if it's a business, it means it requires what? A vision statement, right? A mission statement. It requires you setting goals, strategic goals, what you want to achieve. Because that's what makes a business different. Every business comes on the scene to solve problems and to make money. In solving problems, you need a clear plan on how you want to solve the problem. And you have to be strategic with your planning. As a salesman too, as a salesperson, you must understand the power of planning. You must ask yourself, in the next 5 years, what do I want to achieve? 10 years, what do I want to achieve? 15 years, what do I want to achieve? That's part of what gives you the power to keep going. So, even if you are struggling the first 6 months or 1 year of getting on the sales venture, you won't bother because you have a 20-year plan. You know what you want to achieve in 20 years. I tell you, until I started doing this, I didn't join the league of people making consistent cash flow. So I saw it as building, line upon line, building, precept upon precept. So I stayed committed even when nothing was happening because there was a plan. Early enough in my sales venture, I had no company, so take note. All these things I'm sharing, I had no pertinence, no incorporated business. But I created a value and I said, right now, this is what I'm worth per 1 hour. I still have those boards in my house, cardboard, and I show it to my mentees every time they come on the platform for them to see that this journey has begun long ago. But a future that you cannot picture, you can't feature in it. So years back, over 20 years ago, I created that vision board. And on the vision board, I have my strategic plans. And I said, for that year, the value of my time per hour was 2,000 naira. So if I multiply 2,000, even if I work an average of 6 to 8 hours every day, this is how much I should be earning per day, 16,000. If I multiply it by maybe I work for 20 days in a month, that should give me maybe something around 200, 300,000, thereabout or more. That way, I could tell that any month that I'm not eating up to that number, something is wrong. I needed to work harder. So I did it for the first year, and I assumed that by the second year, I should not remain at 2,000 naira per hour. It should shoot to 4,000 naira per hour because I have added value to myself. Do you know what? I drew that plan for 20 years, and that was when I became convinced that I was a billionaire, even when I did not have 5,000 naira in my account. That's the power of planning as a salesperson. Because you can picture a future that you are not in yet, but you know you will get there. So as a salesperson, you must have clear plan. Have your vision statement written somewhere. Let your goals be clear. This is what I want to achieve. And make it a strategic goal. This is how I want to achieve it. What's the third thing? Positioning. We've talked about product. Number 2, planning. Number 3, positioning. Every smart salesperson understands the power of strategic positioning. If, for example, in your plan, you pictured yourself earning 50 million naira in commissions in the year 2024, You need to start asking yourself, the kind of product I am selling, does it have the capacity to generate 50 million naira? If it has the capacity to generate it, how many of that product will I need to sell to generate 50 million naira? You see, making consistent cash flow in sales requires that you take time to do some reflection. Ask yourself some sincere questions. I remember we were interacting, TMU and myself, and she was trying to decide if she'll embrace real estate fully or not. These were part of the reflection she did. She asked herself, all these other things I'm doing, are they generating money? The answer was yes, they generated money. But the kind of money that I want to earn, these items or these other businesses, can they generate it? The answer is yes. But how long, how many of it will I have to sell for me to generate this kind of money? Then you start telling yourself, I think I need a change of product. I think I need to refocus. When we started selling real estate, we did well at selling to the lower end market. One thing we mastered was the mass market. So we're selling product of 200,000 per plot, 300,000 per plot. But we sold so many to become millionaires then. So we will open projects of 200 acres, 300 acres, and sell it off in 6 months to 9 months. But the stress and the effort that goes into selling a 5-acre of 50 million, 30 million per plot is the same stress. Or you even, it's more stressful to relate with the person that gave you 200 or 300. Those are the people that calls you 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You have not seen it. You have not started then. If you have not received the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. call from somebody that bought 200,000, you have not started. Then you don't have plenty of them. Because if that's the route you want to go, you need to sell so many. Just like we did. We did not become millionaires by selling to the rich. That's the truth. We sold more to the lower end, but we sold so many. That's why today, people get confused. When they hear that Pertinence has over 70 estates, they will be like, where, how? But it is for real. For real. And they are all sold out. Sold out. But out of that 70, like 60% of it, we did them many years ago. The 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, they were less than 1 million naira land. But we sold so many of it. Because we understood that if we wanted to create wealth at that level, we needed that much for it to happen. But we got to a stage, we realized that if we continue this way, we will wither ourselves out. They will keep calling you 2 a.m., calling you 3 a.m. to ask, I don't want to. The kind of question they will ask you, you'll be wondering, can't you wait till morning? I'm telling you. You know, when you receive calls at those times, it looks like an emergency for somebody to call me by this time. And maybe you are just busy, you're in your study, trying to prepare for the next day, doing something. You might even be asleep. And you know, these days, we are in the days of our phones being on silent. It doesn't used to be like that before, right? It must ring out. In fact, we do competition of ringtone. We'll be asking, oh, I like that your ringtone, let's share, right? So you are sleeping, you just hear the noise. Oh, my God. But that was how we knew how to position then. But right now, we are positioning better. For some of us, if you need to move from the area where you are living to another area, please plan it well and move. That's the truth. You can't say you want to sell land in Ikoyi, Banana Island, and you don't know anybody there. You are just relying on one miracle. And miracles happen, but life wasn't designed to run on miracles, basically. It's on principles. It's basically on principles. So you want to sell Ikoyi, you want to sell Banana Island. You need to know somebody that knows somebody in Ikoyi or Banana. So many. That's why today people get confused when they hear that Pertinence has over 70 estates. They'll be like, where, how? But obviously, the person was in diaspora, went on YouTube, saw some of the videos that we had there, and of course, she said she wanted to do business with real estate companies, and she checked the number of it and saw one of our videos. There are things you do, you may think it doesn't make sense. For example, you got a brand ambassador. You paid so much money, and it looks as if brand ambassador is a waste of money. In this case, it was a brand ambassador the person saw on one of those videos and said, okay, for this brand ambassador to be with these people, I think I should be able to do business. So she traveled down to Nigeria, did not call anybody, went to the site by herself, checked everything by herself, went to the website, checked everything she needed to check, and got the account details and paid. So they kept looking for who paid the money. It took like 3 days before they were able to trace, because the numbers she filled on the platform, they kept calling, it wasn't going. And when they traced, obviously the person just saw a video on YouTube, identified with the brand ambassador, went to the site by herself without calling them. She narrated everything. And that was how she paid. So you must understand how to promote, what channel you should use. For some products you sell, word of mouth might look like the best. For example, real estate, as much as people spend money on digital form of marketing, we still realize that in Nigeria, it takes trust for people to buy real estate. There's always one human interface, somehow, that people want to connect with to buy real estate in Nigeria. So you must know how to position yourself as that human interface. So if you're in real estate today, don't mind if those videos look like rubbish today. Start from somewhere. For the people you are looking at today and say they are the best at shooting YouTube videos, go and check their first videos. Their first videos didn't look like, or it's not looking like what you're seeing now. But they dared to start. And maybe some people encouraged them, and they continued. So in case you have started and you stopped, I'm encouraging you to continue now. Please continue. Go back to it. Shoot those videos. You say you don't have an iPhone yet, but you have a W phone. Use the W phone. Start from there. The W phone will produce the iPhone. Start from there. Shoot those videos. Put it out. Be proud of your product. Push it out there. And you'll be shocked how that some of the videos you have abandoned, somebody will see it someday and they will call you. Finally, as I close, passion. That's the fifth one. Passion. You want consistent cash flow. You need to be passionate about what you're doing. I need to be sincere with you. It can be tough at times. It can be very tough. I was on an Insta Live yesterday, and what the host invited me to talk about was leveraging failure. How can you leverage failure to eventually become successful? And one of those affirmative statements I made yesterday was that failure is inevitable. And the guy was like, are you trying to say I must fail? The reason is because your definition of failure is different from my own definition of failure. For me, failure is not the opposite of success. It's just the opposite of trying. So if failure is the opposite of success for you, then you don't want to fail. But for me, it's the opposite of trying. Because I know I will keep trying and trying and trying until I become a master at what I do. You need to be passionate about what you are doing. It is passion that breeds resilience. Listen to me. There were times I felt like giving up too. So in case if you see some people telling you they never felt that way, I doubt if they are telling you the truth. I doubt if they are telling you the truth. There were times I felt like this is becoming too challenging. Should I keep trying? Should I try something else? There were times like that. But the love I have for what I'm doing and the passion with which I pursued it battered courage in me. They say courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite your fears. Courage is knowing inside of you all by yourself that you are afraid, but yet you keep moving. You are not expressing the fears to people. Despite the fears, you keep moving. So in case you are in the room today and you are at that point when you're already feeling like giving up, like this sales thing is not for me, this product is not for me, I don't think I can ever sell real estate. I've been here for 6 months, for 9 months, for 12 months, nothing is happening. Some of us, even almost 2 years, you have not seen the kind of sales that you desire. I want to encourage you today. Keep on keeping on. Keep on. Keep on. That's how it works. That is how it works. I shared some of our failure stories yesterday. How that for months we didn't sell anything. But we stayed committed to the vision and what we were selling. We did not stop communicating our vision, what we wanted to achieve. So in case if you have gone to announce to your auntie, like Wisdom Ezekiel did many years ago, and told his auntie, the day I ever come to ask you for money again, know that something is wrong with my head. It was a poor lad then. This was somebody housing him. Now the woman, they house him, they give him food. You dey street, they hustle. You don't, motivational speaker don't pump. Oh my God. Please help me celebrate wise man in Assumption. Please put your hands together for him. That's the best business partner you can ever have. I'm telling you. The guy went to his auntie and said, if I ever ask you for money again in my life, know that something is wrong with me. And the auntie said, keep quiet. Keep quiet. You don't talk like that. The guy repeated it again, and those were the times he was to get award for the highest trekker of the year. Because you are going to work now. You don't have transport. And you already told her, the day I ask you for money again, know that something is wrong with my head. So what will you do? The guy trekked. But he needed those audacious statements to help him reframe his mind and have a resolve that I must be successful. So I'll close with this. Tell your neighbor, keep on keeping on. It doesn't matter how many times you failed. You will succeed. In fact, you are a success. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Wow, that was impactful. I told you this sales pro is going to be impactful, and we just got started. So, like you mentioned, we just took flights, and in the next few minutes, the next few hours, we're going to be having sessions after sessions of impactful conversation. So, just to ensure that everyone was listening, I want us to echo the 5 P's he mentioned in his, the first one, second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, passion. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, in the next few minutes, we'll have a very brief video editorial, then we'll bring up the next speaker. Thank you very much.
And in February of the following year, 2020, the Maiden World Summit was held in Lagos, where over 2,000 individuals gathered to learn about wealth from exponential speakers and witness the unveiling of a brand that will revolutionize the real estate industry in Nigeria through simplified and affordable home ownership. Unfortunately, no one anticipated the great lockdown that came with the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected all areas of the economy. It was at this point that the vision of RealVerse came alive and was fully launched to the world. HomeVerse, a product of RealVerse, came with the need to solve the housing crisis that rocked Nigeria at the time. The product helped to alleviate the situation in which people living abroad sent years of daily wages to family and friends, only to be astonished when they discovered that, in some cases, no house had been built or that it was built below acceptable building standard. HomeVerse was born to change the trajectory and help make home ownership much easier, with the goal of making an average Nigerian a landlord and landlady within a 7-year period. Thankfully, the vision became a reality and construction commenced at one of our prime locations in Mowe, with over 1,000 subscribers keying into this journey of simplified home ownership within the first 6 months. After the event of the COVID-19 epidemic and the instability sparked by the protesters in 2021, everyone envisioned a fresh start, only to be greeted with the realities of the lockdown aftermath effect. The real estate business was impacted by hard economic realities such as price increases in building materials, a shortage of competent labor, and disruption in the global supply chain. Despite this, RealVerse continued to supply apartments. Our greatest motivation has been the joy on the faces of persons on the day of handover of the possibility of them having a home in one of Nigeria's most desirable areas. Over 100 homes have been delivered in this time frame. In our journey as a brand, we've discovered that the individuals who became house owners were the unassuming ones who took advantage of an opportunity. RealVerse was born in
Thank you very
2019 with.
Thank you very much, media. Okay, are we ready for the next speaker? Are we ready? Okay, in the next few minutes, I'll just be reading our profile. The profile of Tokwe Mark Hodigwe. Mrs. Tokwe Mark Hodigwe is a Nigerian wealth investment coach, a makeup artist, a television presenter. She is a co-host of the popular breakfast TV show, Your View, on TVC. Tokwe is popularly known as TMO. She's the CEO, co-founder of Rep360 Limited, a real estate development company based in Lagos, Nigeria. One of the most spectacular things about TMO is the incredible sales journey in the real estate industry of moving to becoming a sales pro in less than 12 months. Today, she'll be sharing with us on the subject, Elevate Your Game, Sell to High Network Individual. Let's make welcome Mrs. Tokwe Mark Hodigwe.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm always happy to be here. I posted this morning the flyer of this event, and I wrote, when my mentor calls, I don't have a choice but to answer. So please, I want you to give a warm round of applause for the host of this particular event, Dr. Sunday Olorusheyi. And it's not good enough. Let me explain. Wait. Don't just clap because I'm saying you should clap. Let me explain why I'm asking you to clap properly. We live in a country where the assumption is everybody is hoarding knowledge. and people are not willing to help you to know what they did to succeed. But that wasn't my experience when I met and encountered him. So when I stand on stage and I'm asked to talk about real estate or my real estate journey, or somebody is reading my profile and saying, they've done this business, they have this number of estates in this number of years, I'll just laugh and say that there were instrumental people to that journey. And one of those people is seated here. So I want you to properly appreciate Dr. Sunday Olorunseyi, please. God bless you. Thank you. I am grateful for him. I am grateful for his humility. There is no priding like I'm pride. You know, they say, Mbolotiba. I attend the Star Christian Center. My pastor is extremely humble. Then God has blessed me with mentors who have tasted billions in multiple currencies, and they are also humble. You know, in Nigeria, it does not take you much to start priding. You are driving big car, your shoulder pad will just go up, like you have arrived. Especially within this our industry. They will now have like 2 escorts in front, 1 at the back, because we have arrived, you know. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here to share. I'm grateful for, you know, he said that we should share our story. So when he was sharing from his slides, of course there'll be similarities there. I was just looking at what I wrote. I was like, what am I going to say now? So I'm happy that he gave us leeway to say, share your story. But non-flooded area is a valuable thing. But if you just say it's a hard ground, they pass by it. But if you say that buildings within this area will cost less than if you are building this same in another area because of the soil type that we have. I didn't just say hard ground. I just sold you the value of hard ground. Good road network. What does that mean? 30 minutes from the airport. What does that mean? It will seem like you are selling the value, but you are not, because you are not describing that solution that is providing for your clients. So you need to take time to understand your value and then understand the value of what you are selling. Somebody can be saying, I'm a tailor. Another person says, I cover people's nakedness. That's another way to say I'm a tailor, right? Another person will say that I help you put up your best self. I help you make a good impression. I help you to be seen as a person of value before you speak a word. It's the same thing, no? All of them are sewing clothes. It's about value. And the value affects the positioning that you will have in people's mind. When you have personal value, there's a way you will dress, because you understand who you are. When you enter, there's a presence you would carry, because you understand the value that you have. Many people have value, but they have not taken time to itemize those values. You are letting yourself focus on your weakness as opposed to focusing on your strength. You are blinded by your weaknesses. And as long as you are looking at your weakness, when you approach somebody, you'll be thinking, I have H factor. Who sent? Oh, my English is Ibotic. So, your customers are Ibotic too. Why are you trying to sell to phone people? Do you know how many Ibotic accents have billions? But you are looking at your value and judging yourself because you don't see the value you have. You will rephrase it. This, my accent, is going to bring customers to me who would value that accent and feel that I am honest because I did not fake it. But some of you, you'll be faking the accent, and that will make your customers run away from you because you don't value who you are. They will hear you and be like, is he American or British or Pidgin? I don't even understand what he's saying. I beg, swipe. When I started my real estate journey, I just felt like I've always had maybe in secondary school, I struggled with confidence. Why? I was too tall in the category of everybody in class. I was the tallest, IGI, Iggy, Stick, everything that they could use to insult. If you were in secondary school, you understand. Then I also had the misfortune of going to a boarding house. And you know all those ones that are GSS senior, GSS 2. GSS 2 senior, you cannot call them by their name. Oh. They are senior. You are in GSS 1, they are in GSS 2. In some cases, you are the same age. It's just that their father sent them to secondary school at primary 5. And they felt like it was their responsibility to humble me. So they taught me humility by force and took away my natural confidence. But glory to God for giving me back. Yeah. But we had that part. And when I went into life coaching, self-development, I had gone through that journey of knowing the value I carry. We take it for granted. Many people don't know the value they carry. You carry something. There's no human being that did not come with talent. Though. Everybody. And it takes you to sit down and list the value you carry. I always give example of one of my friends that when I was getting married, she was telling me, Tope, look at you, you're getting married. You're so fine, you're so tall. And I looked at her, I said, babe, this is my friend. You know all those South African women that when they stand, they'll just be like this. It's not Coke bottle. I don't even know the bottle I used to describe their shape. That's the way she is. Very small, up. You will see her upper body, you feel like she's one skinny person. Just go down, you'll be wondering what happened here. Beautiful shape. She was working then with Etisalat. My friend that was working with Etisalat had a cold room. But she had no sense of the value she carried because she lived with her auntie and she was like a house girl. She was the one cooking for them. They sent her to school, but they sent you to school in exchange for the fact that you're helping them to raise their children. So she did not see the value. I said, babe, you are a good cook. You are homely. You can bake. You can cook. She does. The woman was she's I don't know if she's still a civil servant. She used to like host people, like 60 people. My friend will carry adogon. You know what they call adogon? Firewood, cook smoked jollof rice by herself. Different soups. I say, you can cook all these soups. You can cook jollof rice. You can bake. You have a cold room. You are earning salary. You think you are full spec. They know they find wife. Like, you are not wife, oh, you are wife raised to power. But she didn't see it. She didn't see her value. She was carrying so much, but she did not see it. And you know, if she does not see it, who will see it? How will she sell when she does not see the value she carries? How will she sell herself? In real estate, you must sell yourself. And you will not sell yourself until you see the value you carry. I listen to some top sales agents that collect orishirishi cars, all of travel. And I'll be looking at the person and be like, Oga, as he's firing bullets, every sentence is a bullet. As he's firing that bullet, he's selling. As he's firing that bullet, he's collecting car, collecting from Landmark, collecting from this. I was like, this guy, he's on YouTube with the bullet. Oh. He will be doing the video on YouTube, firing bullets consistently on a bike. He don't even have car that time. There's a video of him on a bike. As he's on the bike, he now held the camera like this. And that video had views. People will feel like, this guy is honest. He went on a bike to show us the land. You are looking at yourself. You're not seeing your value. You're not seeing your worth. You're not seeing your usefulness. I tell my realtors, I say, you will look at yourself and let customers know, I am helping you. No matter the money I make, you will make more money than me. Because you will buy this land for 5 million naira. And in a few years, you sell it for 25 million naira. It's not possible for me or even the company to make the money you will make from this land. I am serving you. I'm working for you. I'm doing you a favor. I'm helping you. So I am not begging you to buy. When you understand it, you're not begging customers to buy you. You are just leading them in the right direction to what will benefit them. That's you understanding the value position of yourself and your product. Moving on to the second V. This V is very, very instrumental to my success. This V is called visibility. Visibility. You have to be seen. In the dictionary, it said visibility is a measure of distance at which an object can be seen. Visibility is the measure of the distance with which an object can be seen. So input, your visibility is minus. People are not seeing you. You cannot be seen. And if you cannot be seen, who will buy from you? If you cannot be seen, who is going to buy from you? Visibility is instrumental to you becoming a sales pro. How would you improve your visibility? That's your question. Every day you're going to ask yourself, how can I improve my visibility? How can I improve my visibility? Visibility is also tied into your positioning. But visibility is extremely important. Like I said, it was very, very instrumental to my own growth. I'll tell you the story of how I sold my first estate. So, in that story, let me start from the beginning. My first plot. I sold my first plot for Pertinence. It was in Leeds. No, it was in Millard. It was a Millard thing. I had a conversation with Dr. Sunday. When we finished talking, some of you are waiting until they would declare site inspection before you go and know the site. Sandra can bear you witness. We drove, he described it with his mouth. He just said, so this land is very, very good. He explained it to me. He said, when you're driving like this, you will now turn back and enter Mowe. I'd never been to Mowe before, ever. When you know what you want, you will do what is required to achieve it. So I drove to Mowe and did the U-turn the way they say we should do it. Then I was not driving. You know when you're going somewhere for the first time, you would think you are lost because you'll be like, we have not reached there. We have not reached there. Are we lost? Is it too far? Maybe we have passed it. He said they wrote Bluestone. So we're looking to the right that we will find Bluestone. I didn't even disturb him. I found my way. Then I remember they said Ashimolowo Estate. So we stopped and called the bike. Where is this Ashimolowo Estate? Say it's still ahead. I said, okay, we are not lost yet. Let's continue the journey. And I got to the site, and I held my phone. And I did a video live on Facebook. And I went back home, and I saw a few comments. There were some comments, but the comments were not commenting. So I knew that I did not say the right things. Maybe I did not sell the value. So we went again. And this time, I had studied how Facebook works. So I put my number as I was going live. I did not make the live short. I was gisting with them. So you see this estate. This is what happened. You can see the gatehouse. I was on that live for like 30 minutes. As they were asking questions, I'll answer them. I said, just be asking your questions. Share with your brothers. Share with your sisters. Share with everybody. From that, we got more inquiries. I put my number there. The people were making inquiries, but it had not converted. Now, like he said, I treated it was a business. It was just me and my first staff here, Sandra. But it was a business. And before the first month ends, we must make sales. So by the third week, desperation was entering the prayer matter. That this month must not end without me selling. I must sell. What can we do? We put adverts, we put boosts so that more people will see what we are selling. Lo and behold, we broke sale. That first month, Rep 360 launched on the 1st of February. We sold. There was no option, and there has been no month that we did not sell since then. Because the goal was, this is a business. I'm not going to pay salary from my pockets. Thank you. We must earn money in this business. Whether I had experience or not, we'll figure it out. So I was on YouTube searching all the time. And as I was researching, I was implementing. That was what I said in the beginning. It's implementation. But how well are you positioned to be seen? Because this second is talking about, visibility is talking about the measure of the distance with which an object can be seen. You, the object, that wants to sell, can you be seen? Visibility is physical and virtual. For some people, I met a lady. She has collected like 3 or 4 cars. She has not done sponsored ad before in her life. You will ask, how is she now selling and collecting the car? Is to understand your own markets, like he said. Me, my own markets, they are online. I have customers that, I'll say like 80% of my customers have not met them. It's social media love. They love me and I love them right back. Their ministry is blessing me and I'm blessing their ministry right back. Visibility, online and offline. Network, attend events, go to your church, be active. For some people, you will become a billionaire just from your church. If only you become active and visible. You are the one that is singing at the back of the auditorium. You are the one that you are sweeping the auditorium, but nobody knows you. Your team lead does not know you. You don't speak up to contribute. You are not seen in church. You are not seen at work. You are not seen everywhere. How would you be unseen and yet money will see you? People need to see you. And God gave me this unique advantage. You know what they say? Wakilumo. Yeah. I cannot enter and you will not see me. What's up? You need to go and check your eyes. I am very, very in your face. Very, very. This entire length cannot pass you. What they used to insult me is now opening doors. So whichever way, you will see me. But if I am inside my house, who will see me? If I'm inside my house, who will see me? Nobody will see me. Somebody was like, oh, TMO, is because you have been on TV for so many years. Am I the only person who has been on TV? How come everybody that has been on TV has not become a real estate developer? They've been reading news, so climbing bike. Over 20 years of being on TV. It is maybe when they mark 10 years, they will give them 1 car. Or maybe they mark 15 years, they give them 1 car. Some they don't even have. And they are on TV. It's not by being on TV. It's about what you use with what you have got from that platform. For me, TV supported, but social media was my platform. That was where I was visible. Before I started real estate, I was teaching. I love money. Money loves me. I don't hide it. I talk about it online all the time, even before going into real estate. So I had been adding value to people online. So the day I now say, I want to sell, people felt this person has been teaching us since. Let's buy from her. I just want to support you. That was it. But if I had not been online since, what will then be the platform to sell? Mine is online. For you, it might be church. For another person, is office. For another person, is join Rotary, join Lions, join a community where rich people would be. You cannot enter a Ikoyi club. You cannot enter Ikeja, Lagos Country Club. But you can meet people in Lagos Country Club and Ikoyi Club in the Rotary Club that you will join. And they have the money to buy properties. Visibility. Who is seeing you? Some of you are being seen by the wrong people. They cannot buy. You are being seen by people that will follow you to be doing pity party. Nigeria is bad. Dollar is kenekon today. Hey, oh, this is our government. This one. Did you hear? You are spending your visibility time with people that have no business wasting your time. May God save us for time wasters. Let's move on to the third V, velocity. Velocity, as a science student, was very interesting for me. Velocity is the speed of movement. That is why within the first month of creating my business, I didn't wait for Pertinence to organize site inspection. Speed of movement. Velocity is what? Speed of movement. Speed of movement. Some of you want the kind of money that will take you, with the speed with which you are working, it will take you conservatively 10 years to get it. That is if you don't even spend what you have. Because your velocity is so low. You cannot go anywhere. You are crawling when people are using private jets. You will not get there. You are pushing at a slow pace. My pastor says something, say you must catch fire, others will come and watch you burn. When I started real estate, I was dancing Mowe dance. I was dancing Ikola dance. I was like, you would not say you did not know I'm doing real estate. I even did a video. I had my phone, I said, you mean you don't know I'm now doing real estate? Where have you been? I posted the video and sponsored it. That you will say you know me and you don't know I'm doing real estate. Who are you? On top of this shout and dance I've been dancing, you don't know I'm doing real estate. Velocity. So you have visibility, but you're not pushing enough. You post once in a month. You attend meetings once in a month. You are going for training only once in a quarter. When Dr. Sunday shows up, that's when you become here. Your appointment is with him, not with your own destiny and your own knowledge and your own life. You want to see his face. Little do you know that sometimes the knowledge you need to change your finances does not lie in any big person. It might just be the person sitting beside you that will tell you, that was how I said it like this. And you're like, hey, is that how you said it? Okay, me too, let me type it and send it like that. Velocity is speed. You are not pushing one product, you are pushing all. You are buying land, you are buying house. As you are pushing the land, you are pushing bungalow. As you are pushing bungalow, I collected commission from RealVest. This is our God. He's a good God. I have burial in 2 weeks, right? My mother-in-law has gone to meet the angels at good age. We are going to go and party, celebration of life. And expenses. Her salary came like this. Gone. I looked at my account. And I remembered, one of my RealVest customers said she has finished paying. That she rushed the payment. She did not know she rushed the payment because of me. Because as I went to my RealVest dashboard, somebody say dashboard. Somebody say dashboard. Oh my God. I looked at it. I said, God, is this how you bless people? Is this how you answer prayers? Oh God, what God cannot do does not exist. Omo, it is like a 3-month salary in one. It was just a few figures shy of 1 million. Then I was like, RealVest have entered one chance nowadays. So when you withdraw money, it will be 2 weeks before you will get the money. Oh. Say what happened? Because God knows I needed the money. I need you to give me good energy. What happened? Don't be beefing my commission. As I asked for my commission, in 1 week, say 1 week. Say 1 week. I did not even know the money had arrived. I had 5K in my account. That was how I just opened my Access Bank. I was like, who sent me money? Who sent me money? Who sent me money? What happened? What just happened now? And I remembered, I was thinking it would come in 2 weeks' time. 1 week. When I say speed, you will say speed. Like we're not slowing down. It is a case of speed. Because somebody might not want land and they will buy bungalow. They might not want bungalow, they will buy apartment. They might not want apartment, they are buying. You are pushing everything. You are pushing. The next word is where you will get it. It's volume. That's where you are attacking. You are attacking the size of what you can handle. When I Googled what volume was in the dictionary, they said capacity, which is one of the favorite words of my pastor. Capacity. He said the amount of space an object can occupy. You know the amount of space that Wizkid occupies in the mind of his fans. You know the amount of space that Davido occupies in the heart of his fans. For some people, it is hatred, but it's still occupying space inside their hearts. Yes, they hate this person, but it's still occupying space inside their heart. For some people, when you just think, if you mention something, you will remember them because they have occupied till I come. But some of you, there's no capacity. You have an agenda. I wrote, what can you handle? And I asked people to shoot for more. So, what can you handle? Because God will not give you more than what you can handle. If all that you can handle, the volume you can take, is 100,000, you'll be closing it small like that. That's all you can handle. If customers come for more, you don't know how to talk to them or handle them. You have not created the capacity. You have not enlarged yourself. There is no room. And sometimes the way you enlarge yourself and increase your capacity is by increasing what you are taking in the volume. Knowledge you are acquiring, knowledge you are pushing out. When he was talking about the fact that some people cannot sell some things because they don't understand their market or their channels, or they are talking to the wrong people. In the space of, when you want to push for volume, like that's what we're here for, we want to sell a whole lot, you will need to increase the knowledge that you're acquiring. So it's important for you to prioritize knowledge acquisition. You will pay for sales program. You will do free course. You will do, if anybody is selling anything, if they say sell, you are there. If they say we'll teach, you are there. Because you understand that every time you acquire knowledge, you are increasing your capacity. And when you are big, it will be full. It will fill up. It will fill up. Some have put a limit to what the volume they can handle. I opened a new office. I did not have liver to do party because we have finished all the budget on touching up the office. So I told my mentors to come. When they came, I said, this room is dirty, is empty. We still have like 2 empty rooms. And I said, I am creating space for growth. That space, it will be full. That space will bring money. But I had to first enlarge myself to be able to handle it. When we started increasing the number of staff that we had as Rep 360, there was a game. You know you're a business. Do you understand, as a realtor, you can have people answering your what? You can have 3 phones answering messages for you because you have pushed out so much that you are getting in. You cannot handle it by yourself. But if you don't increase your channels to receive, you will end up having customers call you. It has happened to me before. That's why we had to increase. Customer will come in. I called you for 2 days. You did not answer. You didn't respond to my messages. So somebody else that was on my case, I bought from the person. Sometimes it's that simple, that you need to just get an assistant. You need to get a PA. You need to get someone else to help you in your business so that you have increased your capacity and you have increased your responsibility. You will not be able to. You will be asking God to help you to fill the mouth that you have opened up. So, volume is extremely important. Shoot for more. Push for more. Believe you can have more. My final V. Oh, before I go to my final V, I wanted to share a story. You know, when they say start with what you have, my first ever foray into real estate was being the brand ambassador for GText. When I was going to become their brand ambassador, they said I should get a line, like I should have a separate line. So I had this MTN line that everybody now knows. And I went to get, my budget was 50,000 naira phone, 50K. So I got the phone for 50,000 naira. I think it was whether Techno or Infinix, I can't remember, but it was a cheap phone. 50K phone, put the same inside. But in my heart, I am using a Samsung Note because I really, really want and like Samsung Note. So I used the phone and kept saying, this Palasa phone is going to buy the Samsung Note. It is commission I will use to buy the Samsung Note. And yes, my dear brothers and sisters, the Techno phone bought the Samsung Note. The 50,000 naira phone bought a phone of over 500,000 naira. What I'm saying is, let's not give ourselves excuses for why we're not doing what we want to do. When he was talking about how you have a K phone, because what you are looking at, I will start when I have iPhone. Just start. I wrote it that I was going to share that story because I remember clearly telling my husband that I was going to buy Samsung Note, and I was going to buy it from the money I make from using this technophone I was using. I said it, and it happened. And for many of you, you don't have the liver to say what you want. You are forming humble, or you are unable to believe in your capacity to bring it into life. It's my final video. I will answer you. Vibration. What did I say? Vibration. What did I say? Vibration. Vibration is an emotional state. If you have ever watched this stuff they call The Secret, the law of attraction, what you think about, you bring about, think and grow rich. You know, all those things that seem like they are just trying to chop your money. It's a lie. It's a principle. There's a book I read. Inside the book I think it was John Maxwell or Brian Tracy. He said, the things that make for success are so easy to do that majority don't do it. Because it's so easy. You will look at it that, so you mean I should just do vision board? I should not put it inside my room. So I'll be looking at car. They just chop your money. Even if you feel it is silly, do it. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million people say it's working, why are you not doing it? How many of you have vision board? How many? Raise your hand. How many of you have vision board? How many of you have clearly written goals? Not I want to be rich. Not I want to have a car. Not I want to have a house. Like defined goals. I want to earn this specific amount. Like you wrote the amount. It is so easy to do these things that we don't do them. Vibration is about energy. It's about what you carry. It's about how you move. It's about what you are thinking of. It's about the energy you are emitting. It's about the fact that you cannot sell if you are emitting lack, lack, lack. They will look at you and run. But you must carry a vibration that is positive, attracting. And you must be conscious of it. It's not you stumble your way into it. That's why he said that. When you said about, I know I wrote it down. Passion breeds resilience. Passion breeds courage. No, it wasn't that. You said something about, because when I was listening to you, I was correlating it with the importance of vibration, the energy you are carrying, because you must, from within you, you have to believe that it is possible. And from you believing it is possible, everything would align to make it possible. You have to believe it is possible. You have to carry the energy of possibility. You must believe in your heart and carry that energy. And we don't understand what energy is, but energy is real. You don't need to see it. You will never see it. Can you see 99.9 inside this room? But 99.9 is in this room. 107.5 is in this room. 93.7 is inside this room. Do you need to see the frequency? You cannot see it. But when you switch on that transistor radio, tiny piece like this, it will capture 99.9. You will hear music. The music is here, but you cannot see it. The energy is right here. There is energy for millions. There is energies for hundreds of thousands. There is energy for billions. You will vibrate. What you have in your account is a reflection of your vibration. It is what you are believing is possible. You will walk towards it and attract it into your life. Because if you don't vibrate on it, if it comes, it will go. Some of you will just see, one kind of big money will come in, and then you're wondering, it has gone and we're looking for the money again. Because you were not on the vibration. It's like when you carry a radio and you drive in and out of network. Because they'll say the capacity is not strong enough to. There's a word they use in radio technology. Because if you don't have a strong enough receiver, thank you. If you don't have a strong enough receiver, the radio wave is there. Your vibration is not receiving it. People are making billions in real estate in this country. In this same very, very country, this Lagos that we are in this Akomojo, today, a lot has entered some people's phones to buy property. Money is chasing me. Amen? Money is chasing some people around. I just have to check in that affirmation. Money is chasing some people. They are the ones saying, oh, let me send you your account number. I'll send it to you. They'll call the person. You have not sent the account number. I want to do transfer now. And you are looking for somebody to ask you for account number. You're looking for them, but they are not asking you. It's your vibration. Because what you think about, you will bring about. And you are spending so much time doing pity party. You are thinking about how it is not working. Why? We already know it's not working, so stop thinking about it. Think about how we'll make it work. Because if you think about how it's not working, you're vibrating on the level of it is not working. It's not going to work. There's something that happens that we say, you are the son of your father. You are talking about somebody, the person just walks in. I was just talking about you. You talk about somebody and the person just calls you. I was just telling them about you. It's vibration. You sent out an energy, purest form that you want something. It comes to you. I've shared this story, and I share it all the time. I told my husband that I was going to travel to the US in 2015. We're entering 2015. I had visa. He said, to do what? I beg, you just like traveling all the time. You're wasting money on tickets. I said, okay, what if somebody gives me free tickets? Maybe I can go. He said, who will give you free ticket? I said, don't worry. So we went to church for strategic leadership meeting, and as I was driving, he came to pick me up. I didn't have a car then. It was his own car, so he came to pick me up. As we were driving back, we saw you will know the name, because it's this area. I saw poster. And my husband was like, this poster, see, my customer, he's really contesting. I said, which your customer? He said, this guy, Roland, he's my customer. Why is he putting his poster in Magodo when he's contesting in Alimosho? I said, what does he do? He said, he buys all his IT products from me. He does ticketing. I say, fantastic. He's going to give me free ticket to America. And I said it. I've never met him before. I just saw his flyer. And I got home. Before we went to bed, I said, Mark, you have to send a message to introduce me to Rolando. Let me consult for him. Have I done consultancy before in my life? No. I say, I will help him with his media campaign. You know, at least I've been on TV for like 5 years now. I can give him some advice. And he will give me tickets to America. My husband said in his mind, he just yimmed that, I'm introducing you, you'll be begging for tickets from someone. They now look at me like I don't have money to buy you tickets. Nothing happened. The next day in the morning, as we got to church, I said, Mark, don't forget, you need to introduce me to Rolando. As we left church, I said, I want to buy puff puff. Buy me puff puff. So usually would have walked to where the car is. Would have taken shuttle. But we walked because we wanted to buy puff puff. As we were walking. Somebody say as we were walking. As we were walking. Who did we see? He does not attend my church. He doesn't. If you know Erroland is a winner's person, he does not hide it. He said he woke up that morning. Say energy. Say vibration. He woke up that morning and he said, he does not feel like driving to Winners. He will just go and attend Daystar. The service that I attended. And he also chose to buy. Obviously, you know I got my ticket, right? What I'm sharing to you, it works. Your vibration is important. The energy you carry is important. You need to guide your environment. You know, I thought I was going to come back to it. Because your seed is too precious for some of the environment you are exposing your seed to. And the environment is changing the vibration, and you cannot achieve the much fruit you want in your life. You can't achieve the much sale that you want. You cannot sell because everything in your environment is telling you it cannot work. Everybody is telling you they are jackpotting. Everybody is telling you they are changing their naira to dollar. Everybody is making you feel like nothing is happening. What will you start thinking? Nothing is happening. What will you vibrate? Lack. And you are asking why you are not making sales. when you are spending time talking to fellow people that are not making sales? Environment. Environment will determine your vibration. Environment is a conscious decision. You are not a tree. You are not stuck anywhere. You can move. You can tell yourself that I want to be visiting Pertinence every day. Let me just come and collect small AC and look at the office. So that you remind yourself that this is possible. Somebody that was trekking in Akowojo built this. Because you need to be in that space that is possible. You can even not enter. You just, from the street, just look up. Don't say, they must have done something funny. Or somebody gave them connection. Tell yourself as you see it that this is possible. And not just possible, it is possible for me. And you raise your vibration into a level of hope and expectancy for the sales necessary to achieve the goal you want. Because people are selling. Selling is possible. Right now, I'll finish with this story. Somebody, this week, he sent me a message. You know that people are converting Naira to dollar, right? Well, somebody converted $20,000 into Naira to buy from me this week. And people are saying that some people are not buying real estate. They are converting their money to dollar. And I share that story because I want you to understand that it is possible that there are people around you who have dollar. And when you know the value that you carry and the value of your product, and you are visible to them, and you push out with speed various products at huge volume, you vibrate on the level of billions. You will attract it into your life. Thank you very much.
Celebrate TMO. Please, you can do better. You can do better. You can do better. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was elevating and captivating. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Environment, right? Please watch your environment going forward. You have a good seed in your hand. Plant it in the right environment. Then I like that vibration thing. Oh my God. I like it. I like it. You can't be... See, vibrate like iPhone. You know the way iPhone vibrates? It will shake everywhere. That's the kind of vibration you should have. Now, in the spirit of that, while you were speaking, I remembered that my first million that I made in real estate wasn't made even when we started. I made it as a salesperson, and it was because someone presented an opportunity, a limited opportunity. And I made my first million. And similar opportunity that I was presented about 15 years ago, I can remember vividly. It was real estate. We had not started Pertinence. I was just a good salesperson. I wasn't selling land. Just like some of us, you might be here today, you are not even into land sales. But I'll present an opportunity today that is big but limited. Just like it was presented to me that day, and I jumped at it, and before anybody woke up, I was already at the forefront of selling almost everything. What's the opportunity? I told my team this week that I want to give out something crazy. And even for some of them, it looked like, we know you can be crazy, but not this crazy. So I said, please, give me 10 plots in Carisville at Ekpe. You have 50 acres of land there. Just give me 10. I told them to give me 5 plots. When we say Carisville, she came to me recently and begged me and said, please, that's your land. Don't sell it anyhow. Because we were neighbors there. She was begging that, see the price I'm selling now. And she started giving some insight. Because right now, they are dualizing the express, passing in front of the land in Ekpe. She told me it's 12 kilometers to the airport. Even the film city they just launched this week, it's just a stone throw away from that land. So she was begging me that, please, with all the investment, right now we have done the fencing, the gatehouse is almost 80% completed and like that. She said, don't sell it cheap. So imagine when I now beg for 10 plots that I want to use it to do Sarah. How my team will feel. But they have given me. I begged for another 5 plots at Greenland. That one is another big one. Because that's where you have all the big estate now. You know, having Itunu, Tiwa Gardens, blah, blah, blah. So Pertinence just arrived there too. And you see a massive signboard standing anytime this week. On that express, fencing is going on. Gatehouse is at maybe about 30% now. And I said they should give me 5 plots there. So I moved away from there to a place where we said we will never do promo. That one I knelt down and begged them. Ire by Pertinence. I said, give me 5 plots. And finally, I went to La Vida Prime. That's a place where, when we sold La Vida Hills, in 6 months, the place was sold out, 60 acres. And now, just by La Vida Hills, we have La Vida Prime. So I begged them also. I said, give me 5 plots. How many plots in all? No, I beg you. How many? You are added 5 to it. I know in my head I begged for 20. How did you make it 25? So I have these 20 plots that I have begged for and I have taken from my people. And you know what I want to do this time around? I want us to share 50-50. Tell somebody 50-50. Tell somebody 50-50. For just these 20 plots and part of the perks of the Sales Pro conference, we want anyone that sells it to earn 50% commission. Some people open mouth, they have not closed it too. Yes, just for these 20 plots. 10 plots at Carriesville in Ekpe, 5 plots at La Vida Prime. La Vida Prime, we have 50 acres there. I'm willing to give 5 plots. At Greenland, right now, is 20 acres growing to 50 acres. 5 plots there. Then finally, of course, Ire is over 70 acres. We're also giving 5 plots. And that's the front part of Ire. So the race has begun. If I were you, my vibration would be so loud right now that people in China, they will hear the vibration. It's more like when you say fastest fingers first. So if you don't have the flyer, if you need any information to sell, just these 20 plots will be available. I would have loved to give it for free. But how will I share it for free? It won't be fair. So the best way is to allow you put in effort. And based on your effort, you know, you get the result. So you need to get the flyer. I don't know if we have the new flyer for this product. I told them yesterday, if they don't get it ready, don't worry, I pardon you. It's not easy to rush and put something together. But at least I've told people now, 20 plots, 10 at, what's it called? No, it's 25. 25. Yeah, it's 25. You are correct, 25. Because I later, the Ire was not there. Yeah. You can see it's not. Yeah. I added Ire later. Because they have vowed that they will not sell Ire promo. And I said, okay, take it out of my shares in the company. That I must do this one. We need to cause an eruption. We need to vibrate. And TMO came and said, let's vibrate. I was speaking with a customer yesterday, a mutual company together. But at least I've told people now, 20 plots, 10 at, what's it called? No, it's 25. 25. Yeah, it's 25. You are correct, 25. Because I later, yeah. I added Ire later. Because they have vowed that they will not sell Ire promo. And I said, okay, take it out of my shares in the company. That I must do this one. We need to cause an eruption. We need to vibrate. And TMO came. She bought from us and bought from you, TMO. And she was calling you Timo. So that was what came to, and she repeated it like 7 times, Timo. Yeah. because it wasn't part of the offer. I had to beg that please give me 5 plots at Ire. So the race has begun. Start vibrating. Tell somebody, start vibrating. Start vibrating. Okay. It's just assuring me that hopefully before the end of today, the flyer will be available. That this is not the one that will go out. But before the end of the today they will get it across to us. Like I said, I pardoned them because it was just yesterday I told them we need to vibrate, we need to do something crazy. We need to reward those that came for Sales Pro conference. And I know in the next 1 week, some people will be made multi-millionaires. You know why? The Greenland, I think a plot there is 30 million. So imagine selling 1 plot and making 15 million. Have you not met your target for the year? Yeah, 1 plot here is 30 million. So imagine selling 1 and you make 15 million. I think here it is 4 million, right? Carrisville, 4 million. So you make 2 million. This one is, I think, 9 million. You make 4.5 million. Erie also is about 9 million or so, I'm not sure. You make 4.5 million. So anywhere you face, you are a millionaire. Choose any location, sell, you are a millionaire. To make it easy, we are organizing site inspection. But I know some people, they when you speak once, they hear twice. They will do the TMO model. Immediately she left my office. Where did she go to? She went to the site, to Mewe straight, to go and check. So there will be site inspection when? A general site inspection. Sean, is it on Thursday? When are we going to site? I think it should be on Thursday. But what we have also planned for these locations is that from next week, there will be site inspection at least 2 or 3 times a week. Wherever you want to go to, we make the buses available. But not this, that should be upper week. Today is still Saturday, right? But this week, we are eating tomorrow. There should be at least 1 site inspection. For those of you that already know the place, I think you are steps ahead. For those that want to know the place, you can start going from this week. We're going into tomorrow. We'll make provision for buses to take us down and bring us back to the office. But I want to assure you, before this year ends, at least we would have made not less than 20 millionaires. But my concern, what happened to me then? Should I tell you the offer then? It looks similar. You know, normally when you sell land, you get your commission pay as you go, right? But the company I sold for then, before I went into real estate, then I was selling shares. I was a fund manager in the capital market. So to me, I felt if I can sell intangible product, now paper would they sell now, we'll just sit you, and I enjoyed my days as a fund manager. In fact, some of the best deals that I closed wasn't in real estate because I love educational selling. So the fact that I can share intel, share insight, do research, and speak to data excited me. So I saw times that I sold, and when I was done, the person brought a checkbook and put in front of me and said, I have 50 million naira in this account. Write whatever you want. How many of you have sold to that level? Yes, it happened to me, practically. She mentioned my husband died, and part of the inheritance we got, XYZ, we sold this property, and the money for the property is in this account. This is the checkbook. Write whatever you want there. I sold investment to the point that, when you now meet people that you feel they know, they have knowledge, and they start asking you questions, and you were matching it, and the guy was just looking. And at the point, moved his chair back. Rolled his chair. He said, you know something? You just close the deal. You know the excitement that comes with that. And wrote check, not less than 1 million monthly for like 12 months, and gave to me. He's not waiting. Go and be presenting it every month. Very interesting. So I was in there, guys, but she's married now. Congratulations.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being seated, we've had the last few hours have been impactful. I think impactful is the word. What other word can you describe the last few hours? Phenomenal. Another word? Fantastic. Any other word? Disruptive. Okbo. Now let's go and disrupt the markets. That's the energy. Thank you very much. Okay, so I have a quick announcement. There's actually a car that's been blocking free flow of some of our users. Sena LE Ekpe 580GJ. Sienna, it's a Sienna car. Ekpe 580GJ. Okay, I want to be sure. Okay, our next speaker is here. Okay, I want him to just come in. Okay, I would just like to read his profile while it comes up. I'm sure we're going to have a very impactful session. Okay, so I'll be reading the profile of Samson Olatunde. Mr. Olatunde is a digital entrepreneur, a seasoned digital marketer, media and growth strategist, and a global brand builder. He has over 15 plus years experience in Africa's technology and knowledge ecosystem, with an outstanding track record in helping small, medium, and large-scale enterprises gain momentum through IT-powered marketing and tenaciously advocating the entrepreneurship drive amongst Nigerians and Africans, especially the young people. Mr. Olatunde has been involved in the strategy and execution of digital marketing campaigns for brands across different industries, including e-commerce, transportation, real estate, print media, education, and more. And today, he will be sharing with us on the subject, transitioning from selling to closing. Let's make welcome Mr. Samson Olatunde.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Please, can we one more time appreciate the organizer and the convener of this wonderful event? Please, let's put our hands together. I don't like the way we are clapping. Can we put our hands together? So my work is much easier because I've had a professor to come before me. So to my dear sister, please let me appreciate Madam Topper Mark. Thank you for making my work easier. So I'm going to be a bit practical. That's why I didn't come with PowerPoint. So I will just give like more tips. I'm going to focus more on the digital selling and the transition by which you see people and then you can convert those people into buying your products and services. I'm happy also that I have many friends in the house. I've got Pastor Hayo, thank you for always being there. And then to your dear sister, I'm sure she stood up. And I have many friends in us. One more time, please, let's appreciate them for always being there for this wonderful family. Okay. Well, I stumbled into my first million when I was in school. I was 24 years old. I started business at 22. Maybe I'm privileged. I wasn't like that ethical person, so to speak. I just wanted to help my parents because they were literally sponsoring every one of us. And I thought the best way for me to be able to live the kind of life I want to live, not to be dependable on them all the time, is to think about what I can offer in terms of value for exchange. Are we together? Okay. I'm starting this so that when I begin to share some of the points, you can also connect. So it doesn't matter where you are in the part of life currently. I think that you have what it takes for you to break forth and make the kind of money you desire for yourself. So I got into school. I went to Olabisi Obanjo University, and we literally had 5,000 people in my own department receiving lectures. So if you're not at the venue of where you're going to receive lecture like 30 minutes ahead of time. Just know that you can't hear the lecturer. There's no PA system. It's literally going to read from the textbook. So you just know that what you need to do is buy the textbook, you get part of the mark, you read like never before, and then see how you can pass. And then obviously there were other shortcut corners whereby you pay. If you want A, you pay. If you want B, you pay. If you want C, you pay. So they always say that, and it don't more way or something like that. Give me that slogan. And it don't more, okay? Oh, and don't more way, okay. So, and for me, particularly, I couldn't do that because your parents will always tell you, remember the son of who you are. And my purpose of going to school was clear. I wanted to have a degree, not spending more than 4 years, have a business running because I put in for business admin. But at the same time, I had 3 of my friends, 2 people said that they were going to come out with first class. They were not going to do business, they're going to read all their life and make sure they come out with first class. I wasn't fighting for first class anyway. I just said, I will get out of this university, but I'll have many people working for me, and I would have made a lot of money to start something of my own. So it was like a determination. So when I got into school and I realized that the environment had a lot of challenges, all I was thinking was the value that I can render in exchange for me not having an extra year, but at the same time, for me to kickstart a business. You know, I couldn't figure out on time, so 200 level, I realized that, you know, the third guy, we were 3 friends and myself, 2 of them said first class. So they were literally reading, doing all of that. So we usually sit with them to learn, because the other 2, that's my friend and I, the other guy was doing photography. So he's always praying lecturers to come late. Because, you know, when everybody comes into the class, he would have taken all the pictures, and as the time the lecturer is teaching, he will go and print so that he can make money for himself. And I was always also praying that the lecturer should not come in on time, because my idea is to teach people how to use the system. So I literally had different people waiting for me to just say I'm available, and then I can show them how to use the system. And then from 200 level, to cut out the long story short, I stumbled over Success Digest. I read all through the publications and all of that, and I saw an offer called Money in the Bank Workshop. I mean, the story I'm sharing is over 14 years now, because I've been in business for over 15 years. And then in those periods, you literally needed to go for the first day, which is like a free session, and different of these facilitators will come and tease you into you paying and coming for their class. So I left OSU, got into the bus just because I wanted to come for the first day, even though I couldn't afford second, third. It was a 5 days event, and the first day is usually like an open house where everybody will come, and then you just pick the kind of person you want to pitch your tent with, and then you pay a token to get into the class. And then as the class was going on, I called almost everybody on my contacts, and only 3 people could help me. You see, 1 person gave me part of Halloween, 2nd person gave me part of school fees, 3rd person gave me part of house rent. And I literally raised 25,000 naira in that seminar. Why? Because the guy who came talking about Forex showed different proofs, and I said, if I can just learn 1 critical indication about this Forex trading, I'm going to be a millionaire. Baba was talking to us about information marketing and showed his back-end account, and we saw how money was coming in as he was teaching, and talked about autoresponder. So I said, I think I'm going to pitch my tent. If the founder of this NGO can bring everybody together, that means he's the master brain behind even Forex and all of that. So I decided I was going to stay in the class. Cut out the long story short, I promised those guys that by the time I'm coming back, I will double their money. Believing that believing that today, these 5 days, not die here with it. And then after the final day, they prayed for all of us and gave us a CD. And everybody left. I sat at that corner of the hall. I'm sure they'll be wondering what was happening. I was thinking, how do I return 25,000 naira? And I'm going to double it because I promised I was going to double. So it means I need 50,000 naira. And the only money in my pocket was my transport fare going back. And I remember the man said, when you get home, don't sleep. Go through the notes. Anything I have said in these notes, if you can just practice it, that will be your major breakthrough. I sneaked in. The last bus from Mojota going to Osu was what I followed. I sneaked in. I got into the house like to 10, where they won't see me. I sneaked into my room. I couldn't sleep. You know, when you have borrowed money, you're like it. Hi. The way I'm saying it is not easy. And in the middle of the night, because I couldn't afford to buy a Pentium 1, my roommate had a Pentium 1. He was a computer science student, right? So I had put on the Pentium 1 system, inserted the CD, started going to the news, and the man said, anywhere you see crowd, just go ahead and publicize this information marketing product. I can assure you that you are going to make at least a sale. And then in the middle of the night, I called a printer who is like 45 years old, a old man. And the old man, I called him and begged him. I sent a copy of the sales copy. You know, he designed it, sent it back to me middle of the night. Because the next morning, I will face disgrace if I cannot pay that money. And then the man made the flyer available, so I had to beg that my friend, Olamide, who was my roommate, beg another guy, Charles, and beg another guy, Alex. We were 3 in the room plus me, 4. So they said they will assist me. So one in Osu, Osu has different buses where you have to, you have ticket just like you have BLT, right? And so we split ourselves, one in Oru, one in Agor, and all of that. And I didn't care if the lecturer was going to pay me, but I have to return the money. You see, the determination of me saying I want to just live this kind of lifestyle I was living, I want to have money, do things on my own, legitimately. They say this internet work, let me try it. This man, I've said it, I've seen his account, let me try it, was what made me, what gave me a major breakthrough. To cut out the long story short, within 1 week, I had people pay me 100,000 because I was selling the city for 1,000 naira. So the first 3 days, I had raised it 25,000 naira. And then before the 7th day, I raised 100,000 naira. So I begged those guys that I may not be able to give them double, but I'll add to their money. So the 5,000 from my 25,000, I added to all of them, and I settled them with 30,000. I didn't understand tithing. I wasn't a Christian. I was just an hustler, right? And the man said, anywhere you see crowd, just go ahead and do the same thing. You see, people were seeing the flyers, calling me. I left the lecture, went to Motion Ground, and they were coming to Motion and collecting the CD. Even me, I didn't understand why they were buying, right? All I needed to do was to duplicate the CDs because the information on that CD is called private label rights. If you Google now, you want to write a book now without lifting a finger. You want to do anything now without... You don't need to write. Just go Google private label rights on any industry. You have loads of books, loads of videos, loads of audios that when you buy, you put your name on it, you define it, and it becomes your own. I mean, it's over 15 years. That business is still existing today. You see, there was a 60-year-old man that came to one of my master class. He took that CD, went on a advert, this normal business card advert page on Guardian, and in 2 weeks, the guy made 1 million. He bought the CD for me 2005. He went on Guide and I was selling for 100,000 naira. And then it was like volume. It was like magic. And he came back shouting, 40, close to 60-year-old man, saying, I've never made money like this in my life. What has happened? He said the same CD. I went to place this 100,000 naira on Guardian newspaper and I made money. To cut all the long story short, I placed a full-page advert on Success Digest, and that was a major breakthrough. Within 2 weeks, I had 2.5 million in my account. People were paying from, Success Digest is a newspaper that goes to almost all the 36 states. So I didn't know how powerful that paper was, but the full page on that paper cost 70,000. So the 70,000 from that 100,000 was what I placed on the full page, and then people started calling me. I would just send, if it took us 2 weeks to be able to courier the CD to everybody within different states. And I remember as the money was coming in, the man said, anywhere you have crowd. So as the money was coming in, I saw a lot, I was afraid to withdraw. Poverty and penury, none is good for your life. I was living in penury. right? Because I was afraid. I saw money, I could not go to the bank to withdraw, but I saw a lot coming in. You see that kind of poverty mindset? But I remember they said, don't stop. So I placed another full-page advert on Complete Sports, and that was the jackpot. A guy who was 24 years old went for a seminar, just practiced what the man said, exactly the same thing without writing, just duplicated the CD, did the flyer, went out there to say, let me even try it. Got a major breakthrough. And then in 3 weeks, the money had gotten to 4 million naira. First, I cannot call my dad and said, I have 4 million naira. Who born me? From where? So, but they noticed I wasn't calling them for alawi. My 5,000 was my money every month. And they don't send that 5,000 out to an account. They have to send it to somebody, right? Because I'm careful about commissions that bank will collect. You know, they have poverty mindset. I'm speaking to somebody here, but you are going to break through. You're already here. Fast track. 4 million in the account. I got a phone from the bank. You know, Yahoo was rampant. If you were in Osu in 2018 to 2008 and all of that. That's Yahoo was, you know, any guy driving car, is that you're doing Yahoo Plus, Yahoo this, Yahoo that. So they thought it was Yahoo I was doing. So I got a call from the bank. I've never entered bank in my entire 2 years. Never entered bank. But the money they were paying was paid into a dormant account. You know, when you have a GTB bank, they keep you just that you cannot withdraw, right? But money kept coming in. So I got a call and said, you have to get to the bank, if not, we'll come and arrest you. So the only thing I could do was to carry that newspaper. And I went to Jebo, where my account was actually opened. And then, you know, you've not been to bank, so you are asking the security. Somebody called me from the bank that I should come. He said, who? I said, maybe manager. Manager, go to customer service. So where? They said customer service. So I went to customer, I said, I got a call. So they asked, what is your name? I mentioned the name. You will just know that something is wrong. Because the way they gave themselves signal is like they should protocol me upstairs. Anything that will happen, will happen. So they followed me upstairs, and the manager said, are you the young man called Olatunde Samson? I said, yes, sir. He said, what are you doing that money comes into your account every 5 minutes minimum? So I said, okay. I just placed the paper on his table, just like everywhere quiet. For 5 minutes, the man did not raise his head. He was reading everything. So he raised his head and said, can I pay into the same account to have a copy of the CD? I'm telling you, practical, I'm even me, I was afraid. He said, in my entire life as a banker, I've not seen this kind of volume entering. As at then, the money was 4-point-something million. So he transferred the money. I got pam pam. You know the way pam 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 pam. You know this is the way alert comes in. I said, yeah, I've seen your payment. And I asked him, can I withdraw from this money? So they all looked at me and said, is it not your account? Did you know? I said, yeah. I said, yes. How? And I asked him, how do I withdraw? Don't forget that all my days in school, alawi comes from somebody coming from home to collect my 5,000 and give to him. They said, oh, so your account is dormant. All you have to do is present the passport, you know, your ID card. Thank God I have school ID card, right? I presented it, and I withdrew 50,000 naira. I was afraid to even write. So I withdrew 50,000 naira, and I saw that they removed again from the account. Pam, 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 pam. They gave me the money, and I realized that this is really my money. You see, at that point, the only person I could call was Olamide, that I need to get to Lagos now. So he had to, from where he was an IT student doing internship, so from Ijebu, he had to run to the bank and followed me home. You see, as we were going home, all I was just saying that I'm sick. I can't tell him that the phone I am holding and the balance in my account has 4 million naira. So they say, what is happening? Say, oh no, I'm sick. So, you know, Allah said I have to go back the next day. So they just realized that my body was shaking. That how do I explain to my dad? My dad worked as a driver for over 18 years. When he was retired, they gave him only a TV screen and an award. I can't, he will have hypertension, he will die at the moment. Because he's been working for years, he has never, so I understood that. And the first person to go to university was me. Everybody was polytechnic. So you see, the understanding of this is danger. A Christian family, how do I explain that 4 million? What do I want to say? What do I want to say I'm selling that even me, I don't understand? But money kept coming into the accounts. So in the middle of the night, I woke my brother and I told him, I want to show him something. I couldn't explain. So I had to show him the balance on my phone, and he screamed, "Yay!" You see, it was a 2-bedroom flat, children's room, daddy's room, corridor. So everybody say, "What is happening?" Say, "Oh no, I'm sick." So, Allah said I have to go back the next day. So they just realized that my body was shaking. That how do I explain to my dad? My dad worked as a driver for over 18 years. When he was retired, they gave him only a TV screen and an award. I can't, he will have hypertension, he will die at the moment. Because he's been working for years, he has never, so I understood that. And the first person to go to university was me. Everybody was polytechnic. So, you see, the understanding of this is danger. A Christian family, how do I explain that 4 million? What do I want to say? What do I want to say I'm selling that even me, I don't understand? But money kept coming into the accounts. So in the middle of the night, I woke my brother and I told him, I want to show him something. I couldn't explain. So I had to show him the balance on my phone, and he screamed, "Yay!" You see, it was a 2-bedroom flat, children's room, daddy's room, corridor. So everybody, my parents ran into. So why did I share this story? I started from somewhere. Life is about process. 15 years today, I look at my life, look at all my family. I mean, I'm the only person in Nigeria. All of them outside the country. They kept wondering, why do you still remain in Nigeria? I said, because every time I need money, all I need to do is to sell value. In the midst of me doing business, I will share this and I'll give it a point. I'm more practical, so anybody knows me that I'm more practical. Is it that you get result or you go and sleep? If I'm consulting for a client, I tell you, if you don't get result, don't give me my balance. But if you get result, you double the balance. That's how sure I am, you know. I wanted 500,000 naira. So I ran to a microfinance bank. And they told me the only way I can get this 500,000 naira is that you bring a collateral. And he said, what? He said something that related to house or something. So I went to my dad's room, sneaked in, and I carried that house that he worked for 18 years. I carried the house document without them knowing. I'm telling you what has happened to me, so that when I'm talking about sales closure, you understand carefully. And then I moved that document to the microfinance bank. And they told me they will still come to the house and inspect. You see? But I needed that money in 1 week, that they will come and inspect to be sure that the document I submitted is the same house. But in case they see anything that can also add up to my collateral, that the house document is not still enough to collect 500,000 naira. So I literally needed to allow the TV not to work a night before that morning, and said I want to call engineers to come and see it. Remember that I removed the document of the house to give microfinance bank. So I prepped those guys to come in. So they came in like, I want to carry the TV. And they pointed at the TV that that's what they are going to carry as part of the collateral. So I knew they were. So I told them they should carry the TV. That I know what to tell my parents. I'll say they are working on it, right? But they carried the TV. 1 week, money did not come. Second week, you see, then one anger came. I said, today, is either I kill somebody in the microfinance bank, or they kill me, or they give me my document. I was lucky I got there, and they brought the money to me live. That, sorry, sir, this is the money. And I said, no, I don't want the money again. But the fact that you couldn't give me this money in 1 week, that means I don't need this money. Can you give me the house document and the TV? So I started shouting that if you don't give me the, the thing will happen here. So the manager guy said, give this guy. He said he doesn't need the money again, so they gave me the TV. I carried the TV. TV that did not spoil, oh. I carried the TV and the document, and I fixed it back. And then something dawned on me. You see, what you don't have is not what limits you. It's what you have, but you don't know how to use is what limits you. I didn't need that 500,000 naira. I just needed to sell something to someone in exchange for that money. And I got that money in 1 week. Because all I needed to do was to just sell a product and offer to somebody in terms of consulting. And I got that money in 1 week. So it triggered me to say, okay, henceforth, I will never borrow from a microfinance bank. Neither will I pursue what I don't need if what I have in terms of solution cannot produce the money. I'm glad that it's over 15 years. Every money I've ever earned and all the investment I've ever done, whatever I've built for myself in the name of God and people's help, has come from just me rendering value in exchange for money. So how do we, thank you. But the story wasn't, the life wasn't easy like that. So how do we connect this? You see, you have 4 people in your life. 4. And all the things you are looking for is in the hand of those 4 people. But that 4 people I'm talking about, it could just be one person representing the 4. One person representing the 4. When I started business, I submit proposal. I don't need to submit proposal. In the last maybe 7 years, no proposal. If I enter into the office, all I need to present ahead has been documented. So what you are saying, beginning to talk about it, even share part of that on their story, means that you are able to consistently make them believe you have the capacity to lead them, and then they are now prospects. So, like I said, one person can represent the 4, and you can have different of them just watching you. Some have the money, but they are just one step away. So you have to do what you are doing in a different way to get that prospect into what we call a paying customer. You see, the moment you get that prospect to buy your product, it doesn't matter the amount, it means that that person becomes a paying customer. You see, the act of selling is to the suspect and to the prospect. The art of closing the sales is when somebody pays you. You are literally useless when you keep making noise on social media and money doesn't come in. It means you are a noise maker, but you're never a money maker. Noise is good, but be noise maker strategically. Noise is good, but be noise maker intentionally. It will be hard for you to see me. It's a game of scarcity. My value system increased more when I became scarce. But when we started in social digest, I literally was everywhere. Every speaking function, I am there. Everything, I am there. All I was doing was intentionality. Build your capacity of your speaking, build your capacity of understanding how things work, and then become scarce. And when you are scarce, the moment you are scarce and you have what it takes for people to see, you don't need to do promotion. You can never see me promote on my page. And I wonder why real estate people are doing this way they are marketing. I'm going to show you what works for some people. I'm going to even mention maybe 5 people in your industry. Go check them out. They will never sell, but they are making bastard money because of what I'm sharing with you guys. See, the moment you change that method, you get more diaspora buy from you more because the diaspora wants to bring the money in. And they're looking for who they are going to use to bring the money in. That's why you are seated here. But they will never channel the money through you based on the fact that certain things they want to see, they've not seen it yet. So what that means is that once that person buys from you, you see, how do you build a business and you don't have database? Imagine, people that have attended my training since when I was in school, I have their database. Anyone who has crossed my path in any event, if I tell them go to 2022, give me the database of everybody that came to the seminar, I have them. Why? Because that is money. We call it list building in digital marketing. Your money is in the hand of the contacts that you have. So henceforth, you see, everybody here, you register, right? Did you register before coming in here? That registration, we demand that they start sending you email, text messages, prompting you, right? It means that many of you are suspects. They are just coming to come and observe. Many of you are prospects, but they are going to consistently do things that will convince you to bring that money and you become a paying customer. And then you must make sure that paying customer becomes the priority on your list. And turn that paying customer to what we call a client. Somebody that keeps buying from you over and over. They've listed many products, right? You see, you have many products here. Some people will buy this estate, that estate. What that means is that this company has gone beyond just liking them, beyond just knowing them, but you believe in their capacity to deliver. Am I making sense? So you have to build your brand that you move people from just being a suspect. They know you for the first time, they like your content, they begin to follow you, and then you are prepping them with information that the day you release an offer, they will be the first person to buy. Now there are people already that they've bought from you. All they will be doing on that comment section, if you miss this offer, you are losing now. This guy. It will be hard wait for some people, but the level we are going now is beyond that. Because everybody is literally doing the same thing you are doing. So what makes you different? Can you be more educative? Can you begin to tell people about the documentation that is attachable to the property they want to buy? Can you begin to tell people the value system, about you showing them the statistics that is happening in this location and what has happened in the last 1 year as against selling the product? You are literally selling the benefit of why you need to plug into that product as against the brand name. So what that means is that they will now make you a consultant, advise us what to buy. You know, when a client is saying advise us on what to buy, it means that you have the key to the heart of that client. You see, one of the things that can make you be like that is that you have to be very skillful. What makes you skillful? You are reschooling the ambassador. Why did they have this guy shut down O2 Arena, shut down whatever? He's one man. Which kid is as, I even get body patterns, because I'm small. But forget the guy. The aesthetics, the advertorial, the whatever, the build-up, the selling of tickets, all that guy just need is to step on the stage. But every other thing that will attract that guy to be a global brand has been put in place under attraction. So look at your neighbor left and right and say, henceforth, be intentional about your brand. So many of you have made more money from people that have been looking at you since. But maybe you're in the wrong location. You see, it took me 4 years of my life wasted that I went to put my office in Oshodi. Until I went to Lagos Business School. And they told me you are literally using your personal fund to fund your business for 4 years. That if they take you out of this business, that business will collapse. That every money you've ever made is not from that product of the business, but it's from you that have the solution, being a consultant, being a trainer, being a speaker. So they literally are paying you just for you to run this business. And I said, what is wrong? I situated my business, my office in Oshodi, a complex where there are 9 churches. And it never occurred to me. So when they see the campaign, they trace my office and they come. First wrong perception marketing is that they never get a place to park. Because the churches will always have service every day. I don't know who the demon that they are pursuing or they are killing. So they were literally just making me to lose money for 4 years without me knowing. Because I was literally earning, consulting. I forgot that it was me that was earning, not the company. So they get in and we're about sealing a deal. I love what I saw online. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And before I say, hey, David, demon, die. They say, what is happening here? I said, sorry, sir, there's a church. So when I'm about closing, they say, praising the Lord. He said, what's happening? It's another church, sir. So I was literally getting distracted by the location of the kind of tenant I had. But that didn't occur to me for 4 years until when I went into school. They told me, close that business. Go look for virtual address. Tell them you have moved to either 5 locations: Lekki, Bagada, Yaba, Sulewe, or what's that last one? Ikeja, 5. That's the way. So I went to my friend in 256 about Macaulay, and I told her, Maureen, now your address I go use now. Just that we did school together. So tell your front desk that I have an office here. Henceforth, I'll use your address. You know what happened? In the upper week, I said, oh, sorry, we are no more in Oshodi. Our office now is now 256 about Macaulay. Somebody called me. You see, my late Dr. Jadbase introduced a man to me when they gave me Young Entrepreneur Award and said, help this guy. So the man calls me almost every 2 weeks. How are you now? Where are you now? I'll say, Oshodi. Tell your office, I'll say, yes, sir, with confidence. So for 3 years, that guy was holding on to the millions that he has promised that he will use in helping me. So he came one day to my office in the space of that 4 years. Maybe I'll round up with this, right? You know, sales is like a full day. I don't know how many times I have. And then he came to my office. First, he had the challenge of perception marketing of where to park. Second, he entered and he saw my office. So the man literally calculated my life. Then when I was going, I said, where's your car? I pointed the car. So as he was entering the car, he calculated the rent, calculated the car, and realized that if he gives me $1 million, I'll run away because I wasn't married. So when I said we have changed address, the first person that called me was that man. He said, I just got a mail from you. I hope it's not from. I said, no, sir. He said, where's the office now? I said, 256. About my colleague. He said, can you see me this evening? I'm telling you practical life story. He had an hotel still there in Ikeja Jare. I drove there and he said, did you say that you have moved to Abamakoli? I said, yes, sir, we have moved to Abamakoli. Do you still have that land? Because I was in the real estate. He said, yes, I have that land. He said, how many plots do you want me to? I mean, how many children do you have? You know, I'm a sharp. If you go to Osu, you are not sharp. You are dead on arrival. So I said, how many children? He said, 4. I said, so you and your wife, 6. So I can sell 1 acre to you. How much? 500K. Times 6, 3 million. He called the accountant. This is a 10-minute meeting. People were waiting for him. He said, write 1 million in 3 places. Give him this one, he will cash tomorrow. Give him this one, he will cash in 2 weeks. Give him, he will cash in 1 month. As I speak to you, that man doesn't know where their land is. It's 10 years now that I stopped real estate selling. He doesn't know where that land is today. We still talk, oh. He has not collected the document, oh, but he gave me 3 million in 10 minutes. Because I needed to change the location of my office. You see, I had so many things to offer, but I was in the wrong location. You see, I told you I was going to be practical, right? I think we should stop on this note. I believe it all. I mean, you cannot learn everything. The people, they write. They're not going to read that book. The book will close as they leave here, and that is the end. But you see, I'm telling you what has happened to me. Just me changing an office that I didn't need to pay for that office just to use a friend's address gave me 3 million in 10 minutes. That means that guy held on to my money for 3 years until I needed to change things that will attract. You see, attraction matters a lot. If they Google you, what do they see? Google my name now, you see clearly. If they Google you, are you the one arguing about Abacha and Babangida? Something will not concern your life. If they Google you now, is what you are selling reflecting to who you say you are, a realtor or this. So you need to Google my business, number 1. You need to have Google my business. Number 2, to build your attraction, you need to have a website of your own. You see, if you don't even have a website, that means you don't have an online presence. Because your website is your online office. If people don't even want to know where your office is again, all they want to see is they want to see everything you are talking about on one platform, which is your website. You see, if you're on social media, you're on a rented apartment that you'll be fired anyway. When they block your account, you are fired. If you're on Facebook and Facebook decides to just block you and they don't release it, that's the end of that business for you. Because all of the social media is a rented apartment. Your real apartment is your website. Now, build that website in a way that, go to olatundesamson.com, go to knowledgedigestafrica.com, go and see example of website. Look for a friend that you can partner with or Gaba Miche website. Look for a way. If you don't have money, just make sure you get somebody that has that aesthetics about attraction to somebody's idea or value to build something for you. Now, once you build that website, every conversation you're having on that website matters a lot. I write 24 articles every month, right? And the 24 articles means that you will see me talking in a forum that you don't know that I'm the one, and then you will trace that conversation of that article back to where I want you to see. Why? Because my SEO keeps picking all the keywords I have put in those articles. I keep bringing people back, so I don't need to advertise. My content, my value is going to attract you back to where I want you to get to. How do I end this? It's a very learning topic. Think about holding this woman. You see, some of us didn't have the privilege to get into TV until we had. She gave me the first platform on Your Views. If you are clapping, let me clap for very well. The last time I counted, I've done 35 TV appearances. But one person, the day I start on their set, you see, when you start with these people, they are wicked, though. That show. They can ask you any question. Before we started, my mind was here. But when they started asking me, body that you want to attract, online, offline, share your story. When I came in, she was talking about a story of her failed sales, right? You guys got interested. You see, people get attracted to you faster if you have a story to tell. Even if it's not your story, build a story around something. Because the moment you...
Myself, which is the word to just go out there and practice. Just go and practice. We should make a millionaire out of you. We announced an offer today, just like I said. Some people, before we leave here, they will start selling already. And that's the kind of people we want to raise. I look forward to those of you that will be a part of it. But you have to be in attendance here. Those are perks for those that came physically. I'm sorry, those watching on YouTube, you might not benefit from this. This is for those that are here and 50 people. I just looked back there and I saw that I have my wife around. Please help me celebrate her. Mrs. Teniola Olonshe. She likes to hide, but I like to bring her out. She's somewhere at the back. Thank you for supporting. God bless you. Yeah. So I have 3 guys, and I want them to jump up now and come forward. Let's have Jeffrey Itepu. Put your hands together for this guy. Jeffrey is co-founder, CEO of Abode. So they own the My Abode app. And for those of you that know Jeffrey, channels, different strategies. That's why I chose them that way. So you're welcome, Efosa. Then I have C. Ronaldo, Sheye. Put your hands together for Sheye. Sheye has been one of our highest selling salespeople here at Pertinence. It's not just that it's highest selling, consistency is another thing. It's one thing for you to sell, it's another thing for you to be consistent in selling. He has been consistent, he has gone to Dubai, he has gotten to Kumbo car, he has gotten brand new car. Last year, he was almost crying. You know why? Just a little amount for him to get a house as reward. He felt so bad about it. But I told him, don't worry. So he got a brand new car instead of a house. He's been an amazing guy, consistent in selling. Please sit down. And I will join them as Sunday Olorunseyi. Thank you. All right, guys. In maybe 2 minutes. Please, can someone help us move this? And I don't know if this microphone is working. Yeah. So we all have mics now. Good. I have my phone and, hold on, my phone and tab is on it. So you can keep it for me. Keep the tab and send the phone back to me later. So, guys, in 2 minutes, we just want you to share your experience Um, we'll be glad if you are comfortable to share where you started from, how good or bad it was. And we'll be happy also if you can talk about those highlights, the high moments. If you want to mention numbers, please feel free. At times people need to hear it to motivate them. I know some of us here are very reserved, conservative, coded millionaires, billionaires. You don't want people to know. But we need to encourage everyone to know that it is possible and it can work. So Jeffrey, I'll start with you. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the privilege to be at this panel. I told my guys we were supposed to have an event today at the office, but immediately they shared the flyer. I told them that the event has to be postponed, that we all need to be here to come and listen until a few days after, when they now say, oh, I'll be at the panel. It's a great privilege. I came here today and I've been writing, I've been learning, and I've already started implementing while sitting down. So thank you so much, sir, for this privilege. I'm so grateful. Okay, so I came to Pertinence.
We'll be happy also if you can talk about those highlights, the high moments. If you want to mention numbers, please feel free. At times people need to hear it.
If I was like, and I thought he would take me to a boardroom to have a meeting. He brought me to the passage.
Say it is a shop.
Shop. I thought he would take me into a boardroom to have the meeting. So he just brought me outside to the balcony. And we had the meeting. Yeah. And I vowed that I would never come there again. That I would never come again. So after 3 years, in 2016, he called me again that I should come. I was like, this chairman, just free me. So, but because I respected him, so I came. And, I just said, I know your office. He said, no, that's not the office. Come to 7 in Lola. So I came and wow, I now wanted to stay, after because of the tremendous, progress. So I wanted to stay. And so he told me that Pertinence was looking for a social media manager. So and I told that, yes, I'm a social media manager. Because I saw a program that they were supposed to teach about social media. So the meeting was on Monday. The program was on Saturday. So I went for the training on Saturday. So that
and by Monday, you became a social.
So immediately I got to, I started talking. So I think some people are already messed up. They said they would do stuff. So the company was not really trusted. So I told the guy that I'm going to stay with him. So he decided to pay me 5,000 naira on a monthly basis by just staying with him. And so I started that way, then started going through the ranks and, learned everything I've learned about real estate, and, the rest is history now. So I rose to become CEO of Pertinence, served in that capacity for about 2 years before I was eventually released to start my own business last year.
All right, thank you. Efosa, feel free, talk to us.
Okay, so I think my story is very, very, almost quite similar. So I know I think I met him 2019, thereabouts, and I was basically I was selling bread. That was what I was doing. Like, I was literally selling bread, hawking bread, basically, because I thought I owned a bakery, but I was the baker, I was the slicer, I was the one that was going to do and deliver the bread, I was the one collecting, so it's not like I was the, And when I met him, I saw what I was looking for in him. And I said, you know what, I want to volunteer with you. And I know that I had to do that for like a year, checked, undo these like social media pages and all those kind of things. But sometimes when you're like having some crazy ideas. So I met him and I told him that I want to get married though. He looked at me, is he on this your bread that you're selling? And I told him, yes. One of the things that he advised, and he said, you know what, no, I think you should get like, a stable job. I'm an entrepreneur, and this entrepreneur, I've been doing it like that has been like 8 years after I left school, and that's the way I've been doing the entrepreneur. He said, Baba, calm down. Go and, get a stable job. That's how I came into Pertinence. And, I started saving. I spent almost like by day and night. And it got to a point, somebody just looked up and looked at me and said, your English is even too much. You have not even said one land since you come to this company. I know you'll be telling us, say this, do this. I said, my job is operations, it's not to sell land. But that thing, he thought, when he touched. But I honestly, for a few weeks, my English reduced. But one of the things that I had determination to do, as I wrap up my introduction, is I sat down and I said, come on, my job would not allow me to go out, to sell land. What other ways can I use to sell land? And I said, okay, online. I studied computer science in school, so online and computer science is almost the same thing.
To come from the aspect of Ronaldo, as in I emulate that guy's hard work. You understand? Anybody that is into football understand where I'm coming from. So what really boosts my sales career is I happen to be inside Dr. Olonshe's mentorship group. And where we are coming in is like we're coming into an institution. We have a 5-year course. And he laid down, as in the course we have to read is, 1, go and get a driver's license. You must get a car. Go and get an international passport. You must travel. Go and get a land. You must build a house. And you must be a CEO of your own company. These are the courses we are going to go through. And I was like, am I not going to run away? So I was like, so that, when I get back home that day, I couldn't sleep. I was just like, I was going through that. How can I make this happen? And sincerely, as a salesperson, you must have to go through yourself. And the other one, I just send it to my status because then I'm only used to, I want to convince my friend first before I talk to people I don't know. So my Facebook status, I paste it there. And one thing you need to do, if you want to target people in diaspora, you must not sleep. Our midnight is their day. I crossed my leg when it's 12 o'clock. I posted. This my friend just called me. Shay, do you have this? I said, we have there. Yes, you have, yes. I just started telling you, where is it? I said, if you see that land, I keep on marketing. All must not sleep. Our midnight is there. My leg when it's 12 o'clock. I posted. This my friend just called me. Shay, do you have this? I said, we have there. Yes, you have, yes. I just started telling you, where is it? I said, if you see that land, I keep on marketing. All to God who made me. And the guy was like, from 12 midnight, we started the conversation till around 3 midnight. What finalized the conversation is like, I don't have cash. Do you have USDT? I said, I have USDT. I'm transferring dollar. I said, yeah, you can transfer it. Pertinence received that alert without knowing the owner of the transaction. I went to the bank the next day. I converted the money. I paid into Pertinence account. Where am I coming from is that I did it differently. How many of us can do that? You understand? Because I know that, fine, this target I need to make, and God's so good. Out of all the targets he laid down for us, at least I'm 90% in. Been in diaspora for years, and I followed up this guy for 3 years.
Did you hear that? 3 years, because I was part of that story. 3 good years following up one person. Go ahead, please.
I was calling him. I check on him during his birthday. I do everything possible. I kept on checking on this guy. It was like a waste of time. And positioning. That day you posted about April Fool, not April Fool. I can never forget that message. That video came into our platform in Pertinence around 11:45. I have a conversation with this guy. We have a meeting, a friendly meeting, something like that. 11:30. So immediately after the meeting ends, as I got it like this, I was like, fine. I just forwarded it to him. And I back it up with a voice note. Alright? It's not look as if now when they sell land at a higher price, now they forward down to you. Please, it's the director that is talking here. This promo is crazy. I don't want to tell you with my mouth. Have you watched the video? 5 minutes later. Alpha. I said, guy, that's the land though. He said, are you sure? I said, in fact, you know what? I don't want you to even buy residential. Buy that they are commercial. I said, eh. So, because that time, I was like, when he called me, I have to think big. I was like, you know what?
You had that, right?
I said,
changing your perspective immediately.
So
you don't need to talk small, right?
Everything happened in the midnight. In the next morning, Pertinence just received a alert. They don't know. They are even forced to stop the sales because they never expected somebody will buy.
The person bought everything. Just like what I announced today. Imagine by the time we are leaving here, so that was what happened.
So the guy told me.
Only one person bought everything.
So the guy now told me that share, but do you have crypto? I said, yes. He said, I'm forwarding the money. I said, yes, said it, I have it. He said, can you sell it? I said, I will sell it. Immediately, he transferred the money. I could not sleep. I was like, sleep. I was just crossing my leg. I already filled the form. It took 7:30. I was sitting in front of the bank to just convert. When the money hit my account, I just pulled it. They're like, sir, why do you? I said, please, it's a client that I need it for a project, and I must not lose this. I was like, I transferred the money. Pertinence was like, where is this money coming from? Because normally, a form must back it up for them to know where it's at. So they're like, they called me, they're like, what happened? I just called, I don't even have any talk. I just forwarded the transfer detail to the directors, tell them to process my money. I don't want to know. So
please, celebration here has been amazing. Efosa, I'll cast you a little. You made a single sale this year, commission over 20 million. You are shocked, right? A single sale. Yeah, I told them I'll cast them a little. Now, but someone looked up to you as an admin staff saying it's only grammar. Eh? We are the ones selling. You are just here telling us grammar. And you shared how that some people would have gotten angry and reacted, negatively. It's not what happens to you. It's how you react to it. That singular statement that you are just there telling us grammar, what have you sold before, changed you. So that is just one out of many. Do you want to go a little into details, how you are able to sell, even to people, some of these people, you don't know them, you have never seen them. How did you do it?
Okay, so naturally, like I said, I see myself as a born entrepreneur, even though I suffer through that too. But, I think one of the things that got to me after the person told me, I was like, me that sold bread to a woman in Songo, really worked for me, and just was partnership, basically. Identifying what was my own weakness and what was somebody else's strength, and just bringing it together. I think that's what.
Wow. Please, it's a good place to clap. Clap for him. Jeffrey, you came into the scene, and you are one of those that are masters of raising a team. You've not just earned from personal selling, you raised people. And there were times you have earned some very interesting commissions just by sleeping and waking up. But people thought you were just sleeping and waking, but you were busy working. Do you want to speak to that?
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so when I started selling real estate earlier, when I joined Pertinence, the land was 150K. So I was trying to sell to everybody, but nobody was buying. So it took me 8 months before I made my first sale.
Did you hear that? 8 months?
It took me 8 months to sell make my first sale of 150,000 naira. I knew then that my life was to end. That I cannot have 150K problem and somebody will save me. So, and one of the major things that, helped me, I'm still going to talk about the system, is, when we come to the office, interact with the founder, he used to see something in us that we did not see in ourselves. Like the way he talks to us from a vantage point that when you get back home, you look at it, now maybe this. So that kind of motivation, really pushed me. So I started selling. So I became a good salesperson of ABC Garden. So every month, I made a self-determination that at least I must sell one plot every month. So I started selling 150,000, 200,000. So the confidence was building. Then I did that consistently for like 4 months, 6 months. Then suddenly, all my customers just disappeared. So it was much of a struggle. Then with some of the teachings, the trainings of building a sales system, consistently for 3 months, then got to 300 people. And I noticed that for the next 6 months, the 1% from 100% is better than trying to, struggle for 15% of almost
wow,
zero.
Put your hands together for Jeffrey. So just a final word from every one of you. I've not asked you the question. There's something you want to say, and I'll be starting with Efosa now. A final word from you. I know you have inspired people with your story. We have seen practically, because the next time we are taking like this, you are in your billions, right? All right. This is where people failed. When they succeeded, how they succeeded. I know media has 1 or 2 things to show us, then she will come up. You're welcome, ma. Thank you very much.
In Pertinence, I've learned how to market, how to sell real estate. I'm able to achieve a lot through the commission I received from this platform.
I was surprised to the amount of money that I receive as commission. I have had the opportunity of traveling twice with Pertinence Limited to Dubai. I made my first million with this company.
Today, from the commission and with other things that I do, even in Pertinence alone, by the grace of God, I've owned up to about 5 properties.
Pertinence has exposed me to a lot of opportunities in life. My being in Pertinence has been so amazing.
This year I qualified for a trip to Dubai, and also a car, not just an ordinary car, a brand new car.
I am able now to establish a little business for myself. So far so good. I think I've won about 3 trips to Dubai from Pertinence. I also won a car from Pertinence. So far so good. I'm so excited that ever since I've been in this company, I have always been winning, and I implore you to also join the company so you can win just like me too.
Hello everyone, my name is Amos Da Costa Yeboah, popularly known as Apostle Amos. I joined Pertinence Group since inception. So I've been part of Pertinence since we started. And before I joined, I was really battered. I was indebted, I was discontented, I was shattered, tattered, and confused. I had tried so many things and they were not working before I joined Pertinence. So I said to myself, this is my last stop. But after joining Pertinence for about 2 years, I became an executive partner. At this level, every income that the company makes, anytime they are paying commission, a certain percentage is paid to me. And through this income, I've been able to achieve so many things. If you see me today, the Apostle Amos you have been hearing about, I'm now a United Nations Peace Ambassador. They all came from Pertinence Group. I've gotten 3 cars. I have gained so much income. Any income that is coming to the company, a certain percentage comes to me. And that's what has aided me to achieve so many things. Went ahead to create Line Shares Limited. I've taken it to Ghana. I am now the president of Mapandi Group, the founder. I have about 7 companies, and a lot of things are happening to me, all because I've been receiving income from Pertinence. I've achieved so many things I cannot say all. You also have the same opportunity, the same privilege, and the platform that was presented to me about 10 years ago is also presented to you. Now we call it executive move. What are you waiting for? If I were you, I would grab this opportunity very fast. You too can make it. You too can become an executive partner like the way I am. Thank you, and God bless you.
pushed my sales, my marketing to a greater level. They've always given me the opportunity to explore, to experiment, to learn outside the box. And that is why I've grown to love what I do. I'm using the opportunity to invite each and every one of you out there that are still thinking of what to do. Pertinence Group has varieties of business opportunities and investment opportunities. So what are you waiting for? All you just need to try to come on board, and we'll be very glad to welcome you to the family. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just like home, away from home to another home. So we really enjoy this.
Thank you, ma. This is great. I really appreciate it. God bless you.
Mr. Wisdom Ezekiel, a little over 5 years ago.
Pertinence is a very honest company. It's a company that has the founders put values of integrity and openness. I would boldly say that Pertinence is a company that you can do business with.
The key dream and vision of Pertinence is an enterprise development, people empowerment company, and that company has stayed through to that back to back to back.
We found them to be very dedicated people, wise, very discreet, very intelligent.
Well, investors should come on board with the Pertinence Group because of, number one, integrity. They've been in this game for over a decade, and not just that, they've remained true to their values, they've remained true to their core.
They were deeply interested in impacting lives and making sure that people around them, have a good life.
Invest with Pertinence. You know that they would have your back.
And if you'd like to talk about keeping to your promise, that's one major thing you can never take away from this brand. Here's a brand that would rather under-promise and over-deliver than do the other part of it.
They remain consistent when it comes to integrity, and also they are very, very, very creative. They know where the money is, especially in this city, Lagos. They know where the money is, and it's just easy. As an investor, you go to the people who sabi road. These guys, they sabi road.
I personally believe, because if you look at the history and the journey of Pertinence, the first 5 years was more or less like a struggle, but the next 5 years after that was astronomical compared to the first 5 years. Guess what? The next 5 years will be exponential. So anyone listening to me right now, if you are looking for a company that is poised for the future to invest in, if you are looking for an investment that will help you build wealth, get extra income stream, and build a legacy for generations unborn, then you should be looking the way of Pertinence, because one of the uniqueness of what we have done with Pertinence is that the next phase of Pertinence will see us bringing in a dimension of innovation and technology to many of the things that we're doing. Because in the world that we live in right now, whatever you are doing that does not have technology attached to it, you're already on your way out. You are like a 21st century dinosaur. With the dedication of our technological hub and a lot of IT solutions that we're bringing into a lot of things that we're doing, I tell you, for your next investment plan, Pertinence is it.
Thank you, media. Hello, everybody. Are you ready for the last speaker? I can't hear the energy. It doesn't look like we're ready. Like, you don't know who are bringing up. Are you ready for the last session? How has the last 3 hours, 4 hours been? I'm sure you've had a day well spent. You've had a day well impacted, like you're ready to fire on. So without further ado, I'll be reading the profile of our last speaker. And I'd just like to make an announcement. I know we shared 2 similar flyers to you. Now, there's a flyer that has the general information on our land sales. We also have the flyer for the 50-50 offer Dr. Lawrence shared. So we have a lot more at the back. If you need as many as you want, please reach out to the guys at the back or at the registration stand so they can give you for your marketing ventures. So I'll be reading the profile of our last speaker now. Profile of Funke Kende. Award-winning Funke Kende is the CEO of Brilliant Concepts International and a top figure in the real estate industry. Thank you very much. Thank you, media. Hello, everybody. Are you ready for the last speaker? I can't hear the energy. It doesn't look like we're ready. Like, you don't know who are bringing up. Are you ready for the last session? How has the last 3 hours, 4 hours been? I'm sure you've had a day well spent. You've had a day well impacted, like you're ready to fire on. So without further ado, I'll be reading the profile of our last speaker. And I'd just like to make an announcement. I know we shared 2 similar flyers to you. Now, there's a flyer that has the general information on our land sales. We also have the flyer for the 50-50 offer Dr. Lawrence shared. So we have a lot more at the back. If you need as many as you want, please reach out to the guys at the back or at the registration stand so they can give you for your marketing ventures. So I'll be reading the profile of Concepts International and a top figure in the real estate industry as far as Nigeria is concerned. Our devotion on unparalleled customer service has resulted in a continuous expanding network of loyal clients and referrals. Having worked in a real estate firm as an employee for 10 years, Funke decided to start her own real estate company in 2010. Owning to our team, but also search for best options with flexible payment terms for new grounds and penetrating new markets. Let's welcome Dr. Ambassador Funke Kende.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Okay. First and foremost, I want to say good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, Gbogbole. Shawa. All right. My name is Dr. Funke Kende. And one thing most people do not know is that my success story started from Pertinence. If you want to clap, clap very well. My dear boss here and his partner, Dr. Ezekiel, gave me the keys to the first car that I made or got selling real estate. So when you hear, there's one woman that has plenty cars. There's one woman that her garage is full of cars. And you're wondering, how did she do it? The story started from. So if you are new here and you're wondering, contemplating, should I stay, should I go? Tap from my own experience right now. And do what? Stay here, because your miracle is here. Can we give it up for Pertinence again? I know I've said this before. I will say it again. Thank you for being the beginning of my success. I'm very grateful, sir. This This was as my very first car that I didn't use my money to buy. Because you are here today, honestly, because you left every other thing that you could be doing this Saturday evening, you have a one bed to go. You have birthdays. You could even be sleeping in your house now, recovering from the stress of the week. But you chose to be here. Because my success story started from here, yours will start from today, in the name of Jesus. All right. So they gave me a topic. Even though me, I don't like topic, but anyhow, I like talking freely. They said we should break new grounds, Abi, and penetrate new markets. Next slide, please. Who is today's win? And for you to remain relevant and important, you need to keep going. You need to keep going. Now, with expanding into new market, I've told you the reason why you need to expand into new markets. The way our industry is right now, it's almost as if we have more realtors than the properties available for sale. Yes or yes? No thanks to us building our team every day, which is good to build your team. There's nothing bad in that. But then again, it also means that we are having more realtors by the day. So if you don't sew your shokoto well, you need to break new grounds. Reason why you cannot afford to be complacent. Even I have had that kind of it happens. But what will keep you going at that point is what's your passion. That is not the time to relax or be discouraged. Products, as unique as real estate, you are not priding. You are not proud of what you are selling. You are doing video like, good afternoon. Carry energy. Let them see that this thing, even you are excited about it. But you people don't understand what I'm saying. You want to sell land of 10 million and you are sounding like 50 naira. How? Oh. You see, if you're not following me before, go and follow me. You need to see the way I do my video. I've even relaxed. The other part batting this, sir. But see, relax there. Those that know me before, is E for energy. Your audience watching you on the other side of the phone, they don't know you. There's something called perception. How are you presenting yourself? How do you want them to perceive you? Even up to the way you appear in the videos. My media people know me. My media guys in my office. If they do a video for me, and maybe as I'm walking, maybe something happened, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the shoes, or something is not looking right, I'll tell them, delete it. Because that video will reach where you don't even expect. And this is how you want them to perceive you. See, let me now tell you one secret. How you want people to perceive you is in your hands. Do you agree? Good. If I walk into this place now, and everybody stand up and clap for me, my media people know that they must record that part. It's important. Not because I'm trying to spot anybody, but because that clapping, that for me, it's part of my branding. And it's part of my marketing. Yes or yes? That part, they will edit it, I will post it. You know why? You watching me on Instagram, who has not seen me before, like, for people to be respecting her like this, she must be reliable. She must be what? She must have integrity. Let me keep watching her. I will buy from her. All these things add up to the big picture. Okay? Next slide, please. This is a question to you. Me, I already know the answer because I'm ready. Are you ready for expansion? Yes. Okay, these people on this side, they are backsliding. Let me come back this way. My people, can you hear me? Yes. Are you ready for expansion? Yes. Clap for yourselves. Expansion, expanding your business comes with a lot of things that you need to do. Mentally, physically, financially. It's a matter of, oh yes, I want a breakthrough. I want a breakthrough. You want God to answer a prayer, you're not praying, you're not fasting. Where would miracle come from? God will do his part, but you have to also do your part. First thing you need to do is what? Change your mindset. Tell your neighbor, stop thinking small. First your neighbor on this side says, my sister, my brother, stop thinking small. The first thing you need to do is do what? Change your mindset. If you have been selling land of under 1 million before, tell yourself from today, you don't have to be selling 100 million per month. It is very possible though. I mean, people don't believe. So I like you will believe. Change your mindset. Things happen in the spiritual before they happen in the physical. Somebody said something here now. He saw where where he was, the leg. It was the way somebody said it here, one of the panelists. He saw the thing in his mind before his leg or something. You need to see it ahead. That success you are looking for, that expansion, that growth that you want in your business, see it ahead in your mind and start working towards it. Change your mindset. Audit your business. After asking yourself, are you ready? Check your business. Is your business ready? Have you put structures in place in your business? When the growth and especially you are praying for, when it comes, are you ready? Can you handle it? Do you have the capacity to handle that expansion you are looking forward to? Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses in business. There's something called SWOT analysis. At the point when you start thinking of expansion, you need to do your analysis. Okay, now we want to expand. Our current revenue monthly is maybe 10 million. Now we are looking at increasing to 50, 70 monthly. Now, what do we need to do differently? What is our strength? Where is our area of expertise? As I am like this, if you follow me on Instagram, you notice that I do a lot of sponsored ads, a lot, on my page. In a month, I can do up to 10, 15 on different estates, sponsored ads. Now, the question is, am I doing that myself? No. Because I know that my strength is not in all those digital things. I'm a bushwoman. The only thing I know how to do is not calculate money. If you are teaching me, you now do targets, you choose it, you have lost me. So what did I do? I realized that, okay, my sales, my area of strength is talking to people. My area of strength is marketing a product. I know how to, I can, when they say you can sell highs to the Eskimo, do you understand? I know that that's my strength. My strength is in having the energy to push a sale from beginning to end, right? My strength is not in sitting down and learning how to do sponsored ad. So what did I do? I outsourced that one. Like they say, do the one you can do, outsource the rest. Otherwise you will burn out and you kill yourself and you lose the main focus. Are we together? So sit down, ask yourself some honest questions. What is my strength? Where are my areas of specialty? Where are the areas that I can outsource to other people? See, as you grow, you need to stop being greedy. As your business expands, you need to also start thinking of employing hands. Expansion comes with more expenses. Yes, more money comes in, but then again, if Dr. Olorunseyi here decided that, no, I want to do it alone from beginning, he may not have gotten to where he is now. But for the gift of men, he has gotten, him and his partner and other staff have been able to pull through so far. So as you expand in business, have that back of your mind that you will soon start paying salaries. Yes, you cannot eat it all alone. If you want to grow fast, you need to have people. Employ them, pay them, make them happy. Show them the vision so they can run with you. But part of, as I said, you need to change your mindset of this soul entrepreneurship thing. You need to change that mind. I am becoming an employer of labor. Right? I'm giving my target of, Pertinence said, oh, they know how to do, outside their own, they also done that 10 million weekly myself. So you have 2 targets. That way, even if sleep is sleeping you, you will not sleep. Because you are motivated on your own. Right? Without any targets, you relax. So that's the truth. Maintain brand consistency. You want to expand your business. Yes. If you have 10 clients and you treat 9 in a good way, and you treat one shabbily, if that one gets up and speaks, it will spoil all the good work you have done. And you can lose the other 9. True or false? And that's why you have to ensure. I know it's not easy, especially when you have plenty of clients. And that's why I said at some point in your real estate journey, you need to start employing staff because you will burn out. You need to ensure that all of your clients are happy. From during the sale to after the sale. And even beyond the sale. Because, take it or leave it, it is easier to get repeat sales from an existing client than a new one. You know why? The existing client has gone through the rigorous activity of trusting you. He has asked you for everything, your name, your birth certificate, everything, marriage certificate, everything. But he has grown to trust you. That is why most times, most repeat sales, they may not bother to come for inspection themselves. Because they've already built a trust in you and they buy more and even refer you. But somebody meeting you for the first time is going to go through that same process of trying to trust you and know you. And that's why you need to do what? Hold your whole clients closer while you look for new clients. Are we together? Maintain brand consistency. Discuss with your team. If you have a vision to expand your business, you can't do it alone. You need to share that dream with your team. And people know, almost every day we have meetings in the office. Almost every day. Because there are some things that you as the CEO may not see. And don't disregard any feedback, good or bad, from your internal customers, which are your staff. They are your first customers before the outside world. So you need to carry them along. Let them know that, guys, this month, this is our plan. How we go do them? You'll be shocked that even your cleaner can give you an idea that will work. The day my driver told me, he was taking me home, and I didn't even know what entered him that day. And I said, Ma, can I say something? I said, why not? He said, Ma, have you thought about doing bulk SMS from a driver? That's the idea that there's nobody, God can send anybody to you. I said, driver, bulk SMS. How did you know? I said, what am I trying to say? If he didn't hear us at meetings talking about expansion, we didn't do well this month, or we need to do more, he won't set his thinking cap open, and that idea may not come. So you see why you need to share with your dream, your dream with your team. Inform your clients. We are going big. We are getting better. Do a video, just something to ginger them and expect the expansion. Now, expansion could be different things, especially in this our real estate sector. It could be that maybe right now you only sell land, but you want to expand into selling buildings. It could be that you want to start doing flipping, land flipping, house flipping. You want to buy and resell. It could be different things. There are different sectors of real estate that people are not even exploring. It could be that you want to start buying houses. I don't know if Pertinence is doing that now. Shortlets. It could also be that you want to buy a plot of land, build apartments there, not even sell, and do long leases on it. A lot of people do that in Yaba and the rest now. You hear 20 years lease, 10 years lease. And you know what? Most clients even like that idea. Because they buy it cheaper. A one-bedroom that should be like maybe 30 million, you find out that you're buying at 5 million, and you're collecting the rent for the next 20 years. Yes, go and check it. You're interested. I said the way you looked at me. You're interested. I'll tell you about it, but not here. Do you understand? So, expansion could be different things in real estate. So it could be that, my dear clients, now we have apartments for shortlets built by Pertinence homes, get ready, anticipate. We'll give you more details. Let your clients be gingered already, even as you are planning. Are we together? Improve your online presence. You cannot go far without social media. No, it's true. I like saying it the way it is. Cold calling is good. Traditional marketing is good. Any other form of marketing, flyers, but they still work. Yeah, email marketing works. But you see that social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. If you are on YouTube here, if you are not on YouTube, raise your hand. Don't lie, because I will tell you to open your page. If you are not on YouTube, stand up. Or raise your hand. Don't worry, don't stand up. Ah. Let me see your hand well. Ah. Shame mo le know won. Why are you not on YouTube? Hey. You know what you are doing? You are leaving goodie money on the table. If you want to expand, the first thing you need to do is go and open a YouTube channel. You see all these clients in diaspora, they are tired of Instagram. Most of them don't even go to Instagram anymore. But there is hardly any client or anybody living in diaspora that does not check YouTube every day. Because that's the only way they get information about what's happening in Nigeria. Do you understand? So if you are not on YouTube, you have lost millions. Let me just bust your bubble. As you finish this training today, as you get to, it's not hard to open YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, download it on your phone, and open a channel. And churn out good quality content there. It's the same way with when you're posting Instagram. But you get more engagement. Let me shock you. I'm someone that works with data a lot. I analyze my monthly sales a lot myself. In the past 3 months, 85%, and I'm not even joking, I'm not exaggerating, 85% of my sales has been from YouTube. 10% from Instagram. And the other 5% from referrals. What is that telling you? If you're not on YouTube, you are nowhere. But then again, YouTube is different from Instagram. Because Instagram, you can post rubbish and post. It's fine. But YouTube, for you to get the kind of engagement, you have to be giving them quality, starting from the kind of phone you use to do your video. So another thing you need to do as you're thinking of expanding is invest in your working tools. What did I say? What are your working tools? Your phone. It doesn't have to be iPhone. No. We have good Samsung, good Techno, good, that you can buy. All that money, when you get commission, you eat everything. You go to Suya Sports, Abi? Take out of that money and deploy it back into your business. Buy a good phone. Buy a gimbal. Who knows a gimbal here? To stabilize your phone when you're doing videos. These things are not so expensive. One commission can buy it. They are your working tools. Invest in your working tools. If you have the money, if you can afford a camera, why not? If not, it's part of your assets. Your company asset is yours for life. If you can afford it, buy a proper camera. But if you cannot, buy a good phone or hire a videographer. You can pay him per job or pay him per month. I trust you. Start for yourself. You said it's available. This guy is already. He's ready for. He's ready for expansion. He's ready for expansion. Because the quality of videos you churn out on YouTube also determines the success rate of people that watch it. And if you don't have this already, go and start. Once you start your YouTube channels, you need to start posting good, educative content. Start a podcast. What did I say? Quality, educative videos. Videos that they want to look forward to checking your page. I'm not talking about come and buy kind of video. I'm talking of, you are telling them the difference between a C of O and a R of O. I'm talking of, you are telling them the reason why they need to pay development levy, why it's important. Yeah, I'm talking about telling them the difference between a survey, a registered survey, and a... Do you understand? Things that they will not hear from another realtor. That will give you an edge. If you keep churning out educative content, you keep teaching them about real estate, when they're ready to buy, who do you think they will call? Obviously. And that is why you can do come and buy on Instagram, but you see that YouTube is for educative content. So, get a list of questions, right, that you can talk about. like a frequently asked questions kind of thing. Today, this week I'm discussing date of assignment. Next week I'm discussing, different interesting topics. And post it there. They will look forward to watching your videos. And that's another great way to make huge sales, especially for clients in diaspora. Where was I? Don't ignore your current market. Yes, as you are looking for new expansion and new clients, your old clients are like gold. If you don't know, hold them close, closer. Constantly reward your old clients. Stay in touch. Don't ghost them after they buy. It's easier for a old client to buy more and even refer more than a new client. You spend less time convincing them. Right? How do you reward your clients? How do you reward your clients? Apart from being consistent, apart from being, apart from making the process easier for them, do you even give them gifts at all? I mean, you chop all the money as it comes? Do you buy little things and say, oh, as you're sending the documents to them, attach that gift and say, thank you for buying from me? Who has done that in the past? People are greedy here. There are small gifts you can buy. Umbrellas, gift boxes, water bottles. You can even brand your company name on it and give them branded items. Except the person is a new client, but most of my old clients, if you enter their office, you see something from me there. Either a branded cup or a diary or something. So that, in fact, there's a way I do it. My slogan 1 year was that anywhere they turn, they see Brilliant Concepts. They are in their house, they want to bath. They are using the towel that I've branded their name on it. They are in their office, they want to drink tea. They have Brilliant Concept cup. They want to enter meeting, they want to write. There's a notepad with their name on it. How will they forget me? Even in their dream, they will see me. That's the idea. That's the true meaning of being in their faces. Because guess what? There are 1,000 and there are over, I'm sure in Pertinence alone, so how many realtors do you have? Oh, that's only Pertinence. So. There are other companies, though. In fact, I know that realtors, if you check the Nigerian population, I'm sure that we are more than any other industry. You are now zuzuing, you are dulling. You're not looking for every way to hold your client to yourself. If you need to buy them gifts, buy them gifts. If you need to give them discounts, give them discounts. If they say it's 10 billion naira that they're sending Ire, I don't know how much Ire is. The one in Moe. How much is this, sir? That means the spirit, you see. So if they say it's 10 million, and you've calculated your commission, how much is the commission, sir, percentage now? 10%. So let's even say 10%. That's a 1 million commission, right? And your client says, that's 10 million. I'm still thinking, why can't you say, sir, you've done a mental check in your head, though. Okay, I will give you 200,000 naira discount. Will it kill you? And because you give them that discount, if you are thinking of buying one, before they can increase it to 2. Or even give another client. They just say that you are meeting target. They don't know. Or more than that, they don't know. They just say that this person keeps meeting targets. Now you know, so now they do waiting. Give your clients discount. There's nothing wrong in giving discounts. As long as it's from your pockets, there's nothing wrong in it. It's your own way of doing what? Keeping your clients closer. How do you reward them? Stay in touch. Let your clients have the belief that it goes beyond, it's not just about business. Do you even attend your clients' events? I mean, for you, it's just business. Do you know your clients' birthdays? Or their spouse's birthdays or their children's birthdays? I'm not saying you should become nosy or kidney, but there are ways you can find out this information. Imagine when it's your client's birthday, you surprise him with a cake in the office. Have you not won his heart for life? These people are not hearing me on this side. Let me go to that side. It's your client's birthday, sir. And because you already know his phone birth dates, you go to his office and surprise him with a cake. Have you not won that client's heart for life? Let me share one quick story with you before I continue. I had this client he still buys from me. Because I know his WhatsApp number, we talk on WhatsApp. So I have one habit of checking my client's status all the time. The ones I just, I like checking. So I know what's happening in their lives, in a way. I'm not a nosy person, but... So, this particular day, I noticed that he posted a wedding invite of his junior sister and the husband. He didn't invite me to the wedding. He didn't send me invite too. But because I can see his WhatsApp status, I saw the flyer. I did what? I didn't bother calling him. Are you not going to invite me? You see, there's no fight. I screenshot the flyer. Me, I know what I want to do in my heart. I sent it to my graphic guy. Come, we have a wedding. The date is there. As God will have it, the picture of the bride and groom is on the flyer. They made my life very easy. I said, yeah, I need 100 mugs with their picture. I need 100 notepads. I told him what I need. Yeah. He said, okay. He said, ma, this picture is not clear. Can you call the person to send you a JPEG? I said, I cannot call the person. Work with what you have. I sent the money. He did the 100 mug. I didn't even bother to ask if there's HRB. I didn't bother to ask any question because they didn't invite me. I invited myself. Trust me, I'm a marketer. I did the cup. I did the notepad. Can I borrow your notepad now? Yeah, I'm telling you all of these things. These things are my personal experience. And I'm sharing them with you so you can also think out of the box and learn from them. Now, this is the note. Let's assume that this is the notepad. So, because I already have the picture of the bride and groom, I gave them that respect. I posted their picture in front of the notepad. The next page had my own picture. The next one had my profile. Wait now, why are people laughing? The next page had Ire, the flyer of Ire. I'm just using Ire now. One of the assets I sell. The flyer, the price, everything there, phone number to call, website, everything. The next one had another estate. Yeah, everything. In fact, I did flyers. The only place they could write. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Did I do anything bad? The only place they could write was somewhere at the back. Shebi is gift. When I got to the wedding, I wore one Ankara that I have. They need to Google tell me about Ashwebi, and they didn't invite me. So imagine the shock on my client's face. When I entered and I asked for him, please, where can I see Mr. Lagwaja? And you're like, that's him. So imagine as it turned. I was like, MFK. How did you hear about? I said, Simon, what where is the celebrant? I said, congrats, sir. I just came with some small gifts. Normally, when you go for somebody's wedding or party and you bring souvenirs, you hand it over to the person, Abby? No, me, I didn't hand over. With my hand, by myself, for myself, I told my staff to carry the mug. I have no business with the mug, self. The notepad was more important for me. And as I was going to meet the guests one by one. Thank you for coming, sir. This is a gift from Brilliant Concepts. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you.
I shared the whole 100 notepads. And guess what? The amount of sales I got from that singular exercise. Because what did I do? I thought outside the box. I kept in touch with my clients. If I did not check his WhatsApp status, that I may not even know that there's a wedding coming up. Now, the guests were happy to collect the notebook because it was beautiful. He had the picture. They would think it's from the celebrant, actually. So they were happy to. And my clients will not say, don't share, because in a gift I won't give you. So it was a win-win for me. They gave me correct food, served me VIP because I bought gift, and I also made my sales from it. And I still made referrals even from there. So my dear people, my dear sister, my dear brother, you need to start thinking. That's why I said, the first thing I said in my first time was mindset shifts. You have to start thinking, how am I going to achieve this expansion that I want to do? Do what you need to do. as long as it's legal. Don't be nosy, don't be a pest, but there are stylish ways you can do things that will wow your client until tomorrow. That particular client, if he wants to buy 1 square meter of land, it's me who will come. Because I have won his heart and his family's hearts. Are we together? There is one other one I did. That one was his birthday. Now, what I do, if a client buys land from me or house and I give them the company form, I have my own form. That my own form has their name, email address, date of birth. You don't have to, you write it there, don't put here, I don't want to know how old you are. Because people are very, very petty with things like that here. I just want the date and the month. Birth date of spouse. Birth date of children. Don't write the year, I just want their, right? Once I have that form, I'll send the company form to the company. Me, I keep that form. You know what I use that form for? I set a reminder on my phone. When is a date to Mrs. Olorunseyi's birthday? She mean that Mr. Olorunseyi buy land from me. I'll just come into Mr. Olorunseyi's office because I may not know the wife's office, right? With a cake in my hand. I did it for one client. It was his wife's birthday, and I went to his office with a cake, and he was like, MFK. Today is not my birthday. I said, yes, but it is madam's. I said, how did you know, sir, you forgotten that you filled the form? Said, oh, this is so thoughtful of you. And trust me, that kind of visits, I will not go alone. I will carry my flyers, carry my card, carry my brochure. Yes, I'm a marketer. What am I trying to do? Expand my business and get more clients. But I can only do that by doing what? Staying in touch. It's important for you to hold your clients close. Let them have the feeling that this woman is family. It's not just about business. So I have clients that when they see flyers of other properties on other realtors page, they will forward it to me. MFK, I want to go and investigate. Go and investigate it for me. I want to buy it from you. That means I have a relationship. I've built that trust in their hearts. That whatever they want to buy, if you get to my office or my house, I have a big safe in my house. That safe is not money that is there. It's my client's documents that are there. I have some clients that will buy and will tell you, I have clients that have bought from me 5-6 years ago. They've not seen, their documents are with me. Maybe they come to Nigeria today, Sha. It is what? Trust. And I didn't build that trust in one day. It's a gradual process. But you need to start from somewhere. If you really want your business to grow and you want to expand your business, then you need to start looking for ways to earn your clients' trust. Are we together? Constantly reward your clients and stay in touch. This is very important. I'll keep emphasizing it. Stay in touch. Have we finished that other slide? Educate your clients. YouTube is a good way to educate them. Good content, podcasts, the topics that are in their mind, the questions that they've been asking in their mind. Talk about it. If you don't know how, if you're not so knowledgeable in it, invite the experts. You can invite Dr. Olorunseyi and say, sir, can you do a podcast with me? A podcast is just normal video. 2 people talking with mics about, you ask questions, he answers. Have you thought about inviting a surveyor to come and talk about survey? These are things that your clients have no idea about, and they will appreciate hearing it from you and learning from you. Invite a surveyor. So come and tell us the difference between a professional survey and a registered survey. Proposed survey and registered. Why is survey even important? Let him explain. Why is it 60 by 100 or 120 by... Let him explain. Your clients will listen. They will even save that video. Yes or yes? So educate them. Churn out educative content. Not just come and buy. Let them learn from you. So that the day they are ready to buy, they will come back to you. How do you treat your clients after the sales? I've discussed that before. Do you know that as a realtor, when you sell a house, from the day they buy, for the next 6 months, you are still liable. Do you know that? When I sell a house to a client, after they pay and they get their documents, the first 1 month, I'll call them. At least if I don't go, I'll call them. Sir, is everything okay? In fact, I will even help them in moving in. Most times, I will give a client, I'll say, oh, my own quota to your new house, sir, is a 1.5 AC. Give them something. Don't be greedy. Help them with the moving in process. The day they are moving in, if I'm aware of the day they are moving, I'll be there in my jeans and polo to help them. Just show that, oh, for me, it's beyond the business. I am family. You can trust me. After they move in, a month, 2, 3 months, check up on them once in a while. I'm just passing by. I say I should check up on you. How are you doing? I heard the lights okay. If there's no water issue, if there's no plumbing issue. Your job does not stop the day they pay. Your job actually starts the day they pay. As a realtor. Yes. And as a realtor, you wear many hats. Sometimes you are the lawyer. Yes. Client is asking you, why do I need to do this assignment? Can't I just stop at this? Or why do I need to further? You need to explain. Your client that bought a house will be telling you, please, do you know any interior deco? At that point, you'll be the one to go to Instagram and looking for. You never turned interior decorator. You have turned the interior. I've had a client that I had to follow her to Ikmori. You know where they sell all these household things in Ikmori? I went with her. You let me call, not even buy the house. But because I miss Selam, and she's new in Lagos, she doesn't know where to buy. I volunteered to go with her on a Saturday. Will she love me or not after that? These are ways to stay in touch with your clients. Have that personal touch with them. And trust me, if you're able to do that, the sales will be endless. They will not just stop at buying from you, they will sell their family and friends. If you're in the process of being around them, you will meet their family and friends. They'll introduce you at that point. The day I went to give my client's wife cake in the husband's office. Shebi, as I got there and I went to Parana, all those people that used to do trumpets. And I said, happy birthday with cake and everything. Of course, when the Parana entered and I followed the Parana, all the people in the office were like, what's happening here? I first of all caught their attention, true of us. And as we gave the cake to the owner, trust me, all of them were like, no man, now what's happening here? With gifts. Maybe they will call me. Some of them I will say, give me your card. The person I went to give cake in his office, and I collected their card. I gave them, what am I doing? I'm collecting leads. I will now nurture those leads till they buy. How do I nurture them? Cold calling. Email marketing, it still works very well. Don't let anybody deceive you. Email marketing is still working very, very well. WhatsApp broadcast is still working very well. All those ones that you are still working on, put them in that broadcast, be sending them messages. One day, they will want property that will interest them, and they will say hello. Sometimes, someone that called for Ire may buy. Has that happened to anybody before? When a client called you, you saved his name as Mr. Lagbaja. I'm shy. Camera, no, they bite. Open your phone. No, it's true. Open your phone. Go to your camera. Do that now, quickly. Open your phone. Go to your camera. Turn it to face you. Do it now. Is it biting you? Is there any ghost there scaring you? Camera, no, they bite. And you know the good thing is that you have the opportunity to even edit whatever you do before you even post. So why are you afraid? Why are you shy? In fact, right now, carry out your phone. I don't vex. Bring out your phone, everybody. Take a picture, take a video of you and the person beside you and say, hello, I am at Pertinence Sales Pro Conference and I'm having fun. And post it. Not everyone will not fall. Everyone will not fall. Do it now, quickly. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And make sure you post it. In fact, you can even say, I am learning for you, my dear clients. I'm learning to be a better realtor.
The noise is plenty.
Okay. Okay. Now, did that camera bite you? So why are you shy? Eh? Your bills, Cost of fuel is not shy. School fees is not shy. Make sure you post that video. House rent is not shy. Your stomach, after eating breakfast, we will serve for lunch and dinner. So why are you shy? You know why I said they should do this, Madam T? You know why I said I've heard a lot of realtors say, but ma, how do you do it? You're always in front of the camera. I am shy. You are what? How? See, nobody can carry your brand on your head like yourself. You are your own brand ambassador. That's why you see me that even when I do my flyers, you see my picture, I'll put my picture there. I want the whole world to know me. What I'm doing is something legal. So why am I hiding? I'm not in an illegal business, am I? The more visible you are, the more your chances of making mega sales and expanding your business. But you're hiding behind the camera. There's some pages that you open on Instagram, you see the picture of the owner of the page. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you even ready? Let them wake up and see your face as you open Instagram. Somebody was telling me that who was the person saying? One guy here. No, one guy was saying, Sam, he said, once you open Instagram, it's my video on my face. Exactly. My face is fine. I'm a fine girl. And I'm selling good business. I'm selling good product. Clap if you want to clap, Jare. So why are you afraid? Why are you shy? Even the ugly ones are showing their face. So what's it be your problem? I don't understand. When I see pages like that, I don't see the face of the human being mini. Are you so ready for business? Just cook back wali. I know that you're not selling real estate. Your face is the first thing they need to know. See, your clients need to like you and know you first before they do anything with you. And how do they know you? They need to know that you are also human. Once in a while, post your daily life. A day in the life of MFK. If you have children, once in a while, they're out with my kids. They need to know that you are human too. Do you understand? So please, from today, the same way the camera didn't bite you now, continue to do videos. All right? Give value. Educate your clients. I've talked about that too. Build a niche, but don't shortchange yourself. Some people say they are big girls, they are big boys. I only sell Banana Island. I don't sell Bejileki. I don't sell Ekpe. It's good though, and I want to be like you. Because there's something we call low-hanging fruits in business. Post your daily life. A day in the life of MFK. If you have children, once in a while, they're out with my kids. They need to know that you are human too. Do you understand? So please, from today, the same way the camera didn't bite you now, continue to do videos. All right? Give value. Educate your clients. I've talked about that too. Build a niche, but don't shortchange yourself. Some people say they are big. This day and age, if they ask you, I know that you want to expand your business and your sales, agree with them, negotiate with them, and give them. This is not the time to be greedy. Somebody hearing me? It's not the time to be what? Sir. It's called Together to Greatness for a reason. So if you are going to be the stumbling block to my sale, even God, even the Bible is not there. They say give unto Caesar. Before you go back and tell the brother, that land, don't buy it though. It's not good. It's watery. It's this, is that. Or you may even go back to the land. If you know that kind of case before, the brother will go back to the land. By the time he makes 1 or 2 time and not see, I say, and if your brother buy, I'll give you something. You don't even have to wait. Of course, observe the body language first. It's all about wisdom. Bros, you like that place, Abi? Ah, it's okay, it's okay. But hey, now you go to preach. You go preach past where you don't send them. You know what you are doing in your mind. For you, it's about the volume. Abi? It's about the volume. Even after that sale, call him and say, if you know that person I want to buy, you will still get something. You go carry your matter for head. Pass you will get them. That's it. It's about wisdom. This day and age, everybody, even clients in diaspora that would think they are rich, they are looking for extra income right now. Everybody's looking for extra income. So why not give a little out to get more? So have a referral system for your clients. Next, and clients' relatives. Next slide, please. There are two. You go to now. You go to that you want to buy. You want to change your brake pad or something. There are two shops side by side that sell spare parts. Listen, follow me on this story. Now, you get to this guy's shop, and he says, no, even get them. He says, thank you for coming. No, normal way of greeting clients. Thank you for coming. In fact, you are my first client. Oh, I just opened this shop yesterday. You're my very first. Thank you for opening this sale and everything. What do you want to buy, sir? And I say, I want to buy a brake. Them. When they start, people are celebrating you. She must be a. But then again, you cannot build a track record if you don't make your own say alerts to post. What's happening? Thank you very much. So I've discussed testimonials and reviews. I've discussed that too. After sales service, I've also discussed that. Next slide. I'm trying to rush now because that auntie will soon come again. Build faster work processes. How can you help your clients make the sale process easier and more seamless? When a client, not every client has the time to be printing a form when you send it to them. Why don't you print those forms and put it in your car? So that as you are finishing the inspection and they are saying, I like it. You like it, sir? Okay, sir, this is the form, sir. Put it on top of your car. So I won't be looking for how I will send it to you. Make the process easy. Not that they'll be looking for a cyber cafe to look for where to print form for you. No. Look for ways that can make the process seamless and easier for them. If they don't have time to fill the form, tell them to send their name. I'll fill it for you. Send me all the information, sir. It's part of your job. Right? Communicate effectively. I think I mentioned that along the way too. Listening to them, interrogating them, asking the right questions, handling objections. Integrity. I need to shout this one. Not that they will say Ire is 10 million, you tell your client is 15 million. They will say a house is selling for, a lot of realtors do this, they will load you. They call it loading. The day your client will catch you. Because guess what? In an estate, clients get to talk eventually. They become parties. So you sold the house to your client. The house is 40 million, you sold him it's 45 million. You took the remaining 5 for yourself. One day, the man and his neighbor will meet outside and they will be discussing and something will happen. I'm saying, I'm lucky I bought this house at 40 guinea. I bought my own. The man may not even tell you. He may not even come back to you, but you have lost that client. Do you agree? So integrity. Let your word be your bond. If they say this amount, let the man check. Not even these days that everything is on social media. You now go and increase the price. You now see another realtor selling at a lower price. It won't come back to you. You just buy from that other realtor. Next slide, please. Show up every day. Build a good track record. I've discussed most of these things already. And that's the full potential of social media. YouTube, LinkedIn. You need to be there. Be available for your clients every day. Don't say, sir, can we reschedule that inspection? My husband annoyed me this morning. No matter how you feel. If you have a carry paracetamol, go for that inspection. Don't ghost them after payments. Don't ever underestimate any clients. I sold an acre of land in Shongote not recently, like last year. The person that came for inspection to buy the land was one small boy that is old enough to be his mother. I'm serious. He was wearing short knicker and slippers. And this guy paid 80 million in one transaction. If I had underestimated him, even kept him waiting for almost 3 hours, I almost left there in anger. But the marketing spirit in me, the Jabu guy that loves money in me, kept saying, calm down. Calm down. And I'm happy I waited. 80 million in one transaction. From a guy, the guy cannot be up to 20, maybe 22. I'm just saying. And when the guy got there, looking like this, and said, now you keep me here since. I'm like, sorry ma. But he bought. Now if I had said this one in short knicker, you don't have money, you even kept me here. Who am I doing? Myself. No, rich people don't show it these days though. They'll wear short knicker, they'll wear you know your boy now. It's a lie. If they open their account for you, you go bow. Create urgency. A good example of this is if there's a new product and they say pre-launch price ends on the 31st of October. Me, on my own video, I'll tell you pre-launch price ends tomorrow. Because the human mind tends to relax. There are many things contending for that money that you want to collect from them. House rent day, school fees day, boys hangout day, Friday night TGIF day. But if you don't let them realize that if you don't pay now, you will lose this deal, they'll relax. It's a normal human thing. So you need to do what? Create urgency. Give incentives. I've discussed that. Trainings. You cannot even go far without trainings. Like what you're having here today. I still go training. March next year, by the grace of God, I'm going to Harvard for training. Yes. Nobody's beyond trainings. Once you can, even if, especially these free ones, attend them. I saw one lady I was commending some time ago. Where is she? Every training I go, I see this lady. Where is she? She's still here. Okay. Go for trainings. Have a passion. Because the day you don't sell for a while, na passion will hold you. Put structures in place. I've discussed that. At a point, you need to start employing people to help you. You can't do it alone. Join associations. Rotary Club. Landlord Association. Estate. You know why? Because it's an opportunity for you to even market to them. I'm in Rotary Club, not because I like it, but because I want to sell. I don't like their face there. Off camera. But because I want to sell, I joined many associations, many groups. Celebrate your wins. If you win iPhone today, now you win them. Celebrate yourself. Make a good first impression. How you look, how you dress, how you smell, how you even speak, your diction. Recycle your old ideas. Email marketing still works. Flyers still works. Cold calling still works. All these things we used to do in the past, they still work. Try them out. Next slide, please. Be confident at all times because you are Idon. I don't know they do what? You know they carry last. Next slide, please. Thank you for listening.
Please, I believe we can do better. Can we just stand up, put your hands together, stand up and celebrate MFK? Thank you so much. I believe you got more than you ordered for. Right? This is a free seminar, but yet she loaded you like you paid 500,000 per participant. No, when you see LBS, right? It has gone beyond local. This is international, you know. When you see a speaker that does not want to leave, it's because they are passionate about what you are teaching. That's it. Please put your hands together again. She's passionate about it. She wants to give us everything. Thank you so much, MFK. At this point, we want to say thank you to all the speakers too. TMO, you've been amazing today. You were amazing. Thank you so much. Samson Olatunde had to go to somewhere, that's why he's not here. We say a very big thank you to him. And the biggest VVIP for today, the audience. Please celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself. Sean, do we have announcements that we have not taken before photo, right? Please come quickly. We've taken so much of the time, but I appreciate this audience, despite the time you waited, because you enjoyed every session. All right, so, you know, MFK was asking if we still do free inspection. So that's to let you know that these days, realtors take their money by their pocket and go to site. They don't wait for companies to organize. But this week, we have free inspection for you. That should be on Thursday. But if you really want to take advantage of the offer that we gave for 25 plots, we have never done it before since this company started. Never, never. I'm afraid to announce it because MFK is here. You might not get anything. Because she's here. But for the benefit of those that weren't here when we announced it, part of the peg for this Sales Pro conference was that we started some new projects. One in Ekpe, Carrisville, is on the road they are dualizing now. And I can tell you infrastructures we are already putting in place. At Carrisville, Ekpe, we have 50 acres there fenced already. We only took 10 plots and want to do giveaway. And what we have never done since this business started ever, we want to give away 10 plots. But the easiest way to do it is to give to productive people. So we said, let's do 50-50. So we are giving you both our cost. She opened her mouth. Oh my God. So we took 10 plots only. The first person or the first 10 plots, you get 50% commission. Watch out for me. Thank you, everybody. It's been an interesting one today. See you at the next Sales Pro conference. We'll let you know when speakers like Dr. Funke and TMO allows us bring them again. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. About it, just go to the back. Right? If you have not about it, just go to the back. Right? If you have not joined and you want to join our realtor community today, look at Sean, look at the guy behind and the lady waving their hands. Please go and see them immediately so that when you make that sales, you can get your commission. Go and start. He said you have at least 250 numbers on your phone. And if you can send a broadcast to every one of them about this offer. I did. And in the space of 48 hours, I made more than 1 million naira. Then, because each plot I was selling, I think they were giving me 30,000. And you see the number of people that subscribed. I made my father buy, my sister, all of them I collect. Because that was a crazy offer then. And I took money from everybody like that because I took advantage of an opportunity. So this is another one. You have never made your first 1 million in real estate. This is an offer that will help you make that first million. Now, if you don't want to wait up until Thursday when we'll do general site inspection. Sean, it's Thursday, right? You can decide to go to the site anytime from tomorrow. They'll give you detailed description. Maybe the email you do after this event, include the description. Let everyone get the email latest tomorrow morning. Sean, let there be description. Secondly, we are mentoring just 50 people to become sales superstar. When you get the email, information about how to register will be there. We'll select the people, we'll find a way to ensure that the serious-minded people will find a way of knowing. Maybe you attach your resume and how serious you are. That way we'll know if we can commit our time to you. This is also free. And it's coming from the stable of both Wisdom Ezekiel and Sunday Olonushe. It will take you through that journey of how to become a sales superstar. Maybe 3 months, it may be 6 months, but we want to ensure that these 50 people will help them become millionaires just by selling. Any other announcement I'm leaving out? Thank you very much for being a part of this one. But Funke said we should do something earlier. I did it. If you have not done it, you need to do it now again. Right? You're going to pick your phone. And just like she said, in case you did not do it earlier, because she was speaking, I think this is the time to do it. I already did mine and posted, right? And I acknowledge her for making us do it. So for those of you that have not done it, can you bring your phone out now? Okay, thank you. So